for a while now. Derek Marshall being someone who is well decorated in music, judge people crop over things and thing, and the leader of the big band, she's syndicate and thing. Then them 6 voices that sound so sweet. That's actually be sponsoring the Senate podcast and everything. And then we have Neil Hoyt, who's been doing video productions and podcast productions for years. He's been the fingers behind many boards that has brought forth a lot of voices that you guys love up here. And these men, for some reason or the other, I ain't sure why, come together to do something called the Senate podcast. I want these 2 men, these quality gentlemen.
Oh wow.
To first say good morning to Barbados. Good morning, Barbados, Neil.
Good morning, Barbados, everybody. Thanks, guys, for having us.
Sweet. And Derek, sir, good morning to you. Tell Barbados good morning, Derek.
Here.
We here.
Make your mouth from there.
Wait. Who puts all of this?
You don't like.
Production going on.
What is happening?
I wanted this thing to be easy. We have a question here. We do our research, we prepare our stuff, but there's one important question that an influencer inside of the script. Right. And he wanted to know, basically, how does it feel to have come from and attended the best secondary school in Barbados?
I know that info, he's a very good man. I mean, medically, he's quite ready, but he's a very good man.
Oh my God.
I understand. DJ, I know you went to other places. What's that? I mean, everybody is good fun.
We appreciate it. You can get down to the nitty-gritty of things, man.
For sure.
Now, if somebody was to butt up on the Senate podcast on a Tuesday or a Thursday on YouTube, right? And just butt up on it, I ain't got a clue what's going on. I want one of you guys to give me one quick sentence to describe what exactly they're currently experiencing.
Well, on the Senate podcast, we are Caribbean-based podcast, right? We give our perspective as men living in this space in life, love, relationships, work, health, everything. And I think that we, when I setting up these streams, right? I gotta put a designation if it's like, health, whatever, if it's comedy, entertainment. It is social issues. We deal with social issues from the perspective of 2 Caribbean, Barbadian black men.
Yeah.
That's
you have anything else to answer?
No, I think Steve Colley covered it pretty well.
Steve Colley.
Yeah, that's what we do. We look at stuff from the perspective of 2 Caribbean men, but because the Caribbean is, a little smaller than the way it would normally be, given social media and all that, what we do is we use stories from North America and further afield, so that it don't really mash up body corns and people don't get too upset. And so we're looking to talk in mind the business point.
We can get in trouble with that already too. Talking about locally, sorry.
It can still filter back home though, because even though the geographical location is different, this body might be eating, I don't know, a raspberry, but we don't hate eating mangoes. At the end of the day, the content of what happened in the same thing.
That's correct.
So it can still work, you know what I mean? What encountered you to work together on a production like this? Like it can be easy producing content consistently together, and somebody who's a content creator who's produced content every week. So how does this work for you guys?
It can be a little taxing, particularly more mentally than anything else. Because we do a live stream for about an hour and a half.
Wow.
To 2 hours,
Yeah, to 2 hours every Tuesday and Thursday.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then a lot of times when we shut that down, we then stay back and then we record the shorts that you see on Monday and Friday. Yeah. So sometimes, because we got to be there before the show starts at 8, so we'll be there at 7:30, and we come off at 11. And we do that pretty often. Pretty often. The struggle is not the content, finding the content.
Content finds us.
I shout out to all the people that contribute stuff.
Sure.
Because we get stuff every day.
Y'all want to shout out anybody by name, or you don't want to get anybody in trouble?
Man, the senators, man, we got Kevin, Kerriann, well, 2 Kevins, Kerriann. We have Dion, the president of the 237 ladies, you know, Italia. Wow. Yeah. You know, we got Cherish. We got
Marlon boat there.
Yeah.
Aston.
Yeah. I said what I said.
Big up Fox, man.
Correct.
Yeah.
Say what they said.
So we have good followers. We got a nice fan base. Stephen Wu. Yes, Stephen Wu, who paid $237 in Chinese one day on a date. But anyhow, that's another story for another time. But yeah, we have our fan base, our audience. Let me say fan base. Our audience is not like super large or anything like that, but we have some people that genuinely watch us, not only because they support us on what we do, but genuinely get advice and stuff like that. We heard that we have some youngsters. I heard earlier you guys were saying that it's not for everyone, which we agree, you know. But we do have some preteens and teenagers that listen to our content, young boys and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it is awesome. I would say for my part, it is not necessarily challenging, as Derek said. In terms, because we are friends for 30+ years, right? Like first form, the greatest.
Let's say a long time. Let's not say 30.
we first met in first form, the greatest educational institution in the Western Hemisphere. We can't speak about the East. We always say we can't speak about the East because we don't live there. Right? The Western Hemisphere, right? And we met, you know, and it feels like from our first interaction in first form, we just cool. Clicked, and you know, 30 years later, you know, we've always been friends. I'm sorry. We are seasoned men, several decades. Yeah, I ain't gonna say late 1900s, but right? But no, seriously, you know, this really is one of my closest friends.
Nice. So we have some live production going on in the side of space as well.
No. But on a serious note though, working with Derek is not a problem because this is just an extension of who we are. They're not acting, they're not nothing. As Derek said, the only challenge is, you know, we tackling some very harsh issues and, you know, we get labeled.
Why is it important to tackle these issues from a male perspective?
Well, generally speaking, we've had the situations where you had Ricky Lake, Oprah. These days you got The Rail, The View, Steve Harvey, all these different programs. But you never really hear the other side of the coin. And in our discussions with other men and stuff like that, men in our cohort, men younger than us, we discover we all get through the same things, though. And then you start to dive into other sources of content. You realize, wait a minute, but they ain't just we here in Barbados. The fellas over in Trinidad got the same problems. The fellas in US got the same problems. The fellas in UK got the same problems. So maybe we need to start looking at things a little bit differently and starting to put our own interpretation of what's happening out there. And at times you get a lot of pushback for that.
Man, like he dipsy doodling. Here we're getting on.
Dipsy doodling?
Yeah, we don't dipsy doodle. We dipsy doodling for radio. Right, we dipsy doodling for radio.
That has to be the first time that word has been said on this radio show.
Man, I should have read my dipsy doodling shirt. But you know, seriously, right? Society don't care about men. They don't care about men's issues. They don't care about, you know, and this is, again, we get pushback because when we bring up these things, we obviously have to bring the example and the context of women, right? Women, everybody cares about women's emotions, feelings, the abuse, everything that happens with women, which they should. Yeah. But for men, nobody cares, right? Nobody talks about the suicide rates of men. Nobody talks about the poverty of men, the unemployment rates of men. Nobody talks about the rejection men get in relationships and the divorce rate initiated by women. Nobody talk about these things. Men struggling, you know. It's just that society has bred us not to talk. You know, if we talk, we soft. You know, come and drink saying and let me get the bar. And, you know what I mean?
Boy, we're crying for boys.
Exactly. True. As a boy, even from the time you were born, boys are taught to be, what are you crying here for? Right? Whereas if a girl cries, that's allowed, that's fostered. Men have to earn their value, right? We have to earn our value. Women, they have, I don't want to say easier time, but for lack of a better term, you know, they're coddled a bit because they're delicate, they're you know, the fair sex, everything like that. So you emotionally want them to be good, you want them to be strong and everything like that. You empower them to talk and to share emotions. We men gotta suck it up by the cup and keep get to the point. You know what I mean? Get it do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I actually started. This is gonna sound all like I'm on a humongous tangent, but I promise there is a focus.
Okay.
Last week Tuesday, I went to one of my roller skating sessions, learning to roller skate. Big up Skate for Life 246. So I down there try not to fall on nothing. So I put on my shoes and stuff, and there was a guy that was there with his son, and you got like different shoes to like rent to put on his shoes and stuff. Unfortunately, the little boy had a green pair, but it had glitter in it, and like the little boy you could feel that he felt a little embarrassed that he was putting on his shoes and had the glitter on it and stuff, but he really wanted to skate. So some people was like, encouraging him to get up. Don't mind the skates. It's about the wheels. It's about having fun. Don't worry about it. When you get your own skates, you can always come out, having a cool conversation. But the father was more like, but you got to on them shoes though. What's our? It can't obviously use the B word, but that's real thing, and you can't put on them. And like he got really, really introverted, and then he was like, I don't feel like skating. He's like, man, I'm glad that you done with this here, man. Cause this roller skating thing is bare foolishness and thing. And I felt really bad for him because he was actually pretty good, And if they could have the father could have just looked past that, he could have been like Magic Mike. Oh, they want my teachers on there just doing the most out there, So I do understand that conversation about, having that male energy being pushed down all the time and not being able to express themselves, especially in certain situations. And that was a boy. That wasn't even a man. That was a boy, and I doubt, unless somebody sees him again and like really encourages him, I doubt he can put on with himself again. He felt real bad.
That's unfortunate, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 29 minutes before the hour of 12 o'clock. You're listening to 94.7 Here We're Going On Radio Show with DJ Simmons, Empress Zinc, Neil Hoyt, Derek Marshall, the Senate Podcast, powered by Flow. Right. So, as we continue, as Zinga was speaking about, pushing down male energy, one place that we males is really show a lot of energy and expression is a WhatsApp group, boy. You see them WhatsApp groups? And I feel sometimes that if the Senate is a WhatsApp group brought to life.
But here's
actually that is exactly how it started. There is a WhatsApp group called the Senate. Show up the men in the Senate.
The Senate,
and, we are pretty much the two faces of it, but all the men in there, we found that we had these similar experiences. And during the pandemic, where everything shut down, life essentially stopped, we started checking on each other a bit more. And then the relationships, because we started talking about basketball. That was the purpose of the chat. But then we realized, it's important to check on each other. We checked on each other. And then we realized...
It's a safe space.
Yeah, because we're going through the stuff in relationships and stuff. So, it just organically happened, right? We're... pandemic, you're checking on each other. A couple of the guys were going through some issues in their personal life and stuff like that, and we just decided to rename the chat the Senate. And we are very close friends, all of us. And we are there for each other. I mean, you tease each other and stuff like that. We can still do them sort of things, right? But in the end, man, we just decided, Derek, because we always wanted to do a podcast. I'll tell you the truth. Years ago, we wanted to do a podcast on music, right? Okay. And talking about like soul and stuff like that around Carpool, because we always arguing between like here too, between all of we here, so the men used to argue, right? So we wanted to do something like that, but life happened and it didn't really come to fruition. I don't know if you guys remember, I was doing the Boiler Room.
Yeah.
Of course,
right?
of course.
Right? You guys were on. So then one day, Derek tell me, man, up, because he would send stuff in the chat, right? Derek said, man, up.
Time to do this thing.
Time to do this thing. We up the thing. Let me do this thing. Content ain't feeling. Let me do it. Right? We gonna talk the things.
Content don't spoil.
Nah, don't spoil.
We gotta shout out some of the people on the Instagram live. And Mr. Moore says to big at the Senate WhatsApp chat.
Marc on all of us
Moore. That's trouble.
Please note, I said Mr. Moore. Marc, they call out you whole name.
Hold on.
Now, what has been the response from some of the public to the Senate podcast so far? Everything can be rosy.
No, certainly not.
Definitely not.
We have been called all the is you could hear.
Isms.
We've been misogynist, chauvinist, sexist.
Patriarch. We propping up the patriarchy.
Yeah, all kind of is we've been called.
Everything.
And we find it
hilarious.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Sometimes it's a little taxing on you.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
especially from people that know
you for years, and they say, "Oh, these men is this whatever issue you want to call them," and it's like, "Oh, Lord, all the time." So, especially when you know that's not true.
You also know that men on podcast are big no.
Oh, yeah,
we're
seeing a lot of that too, right?
Yeah.
But on my way here, I was thinking about it, and I started to understand because it's a whole set of like a shaming tactic thing.
Right? Nobody's saying language there.
Yeah. And that's a term coined by Kevin Samuels, who was another person that got a lot of pushback, and people say that we knew Kevin Samuels, and Beijing Kevin Samuels, all kind of stuff. And
that's pretty bad though.
I mean,
yeah,
easy.
Just because you're trying to say something that kind of goes against the grain, and you know, you get a lot of shaming. People shame you for things you say to insult you. Somebody, I see a lot of stuff on social media. A lot of times it's just like pass. They try to guilt you into doing something, and then some people.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Oh, here, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. I ready for you. Hype. Here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of. Well, no, it's not just another edition, my brother. Just say just another edition. Yeah, you can't say it's just an. So you can't just say it's another edition, my brother. What's happening tonight? What's going on?
Boy, we here. It is episode 2 freaking 100.
Jesus Christ, 200. Jeez, oh, brave. Wait. We already got. Wait, hold on, man. Hold on, Rasta. Hold on. Wait, let me do this here. Wait, let me see how we could do this here now. I see. We got a guest already. Hold on.
Correct. Let me do the thing right. Let
me get the guest here. So just hold on a minute now. Let me get. Oh, no, that's not what I want. But yes, we are here. We are the Senate Podcast. We are the crank. We make it, Derek boy.
Yeah, boy.
Barely. Right, so now you see, and you hear the voice already. Let me get wrong things right here. So, here we are. We have. You would have heard us talk about Marc Thelston more. We would have thought about Marc. The man that gave us the brilliant sing, country games and country praises.
Games.
He's not as eloquent, but we are here. Let me see here. So let me see if I can find the others, man. Oh yeah, I forget. We have a couple of people say they come in late, right? Dr. Kerry said that she has to wrap up a session. Rianne said that she can be coming late. And of course, Mikey Mercer is a celebrity man about town, so you don't know.
He ran it behind too.
Right. So that ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Anyhow, first things first, Marc, how we do it on this show is we ask how we are doing. How are you doing, my brother? How is everything? What's going on? Speak to us.
I am great, my brother. I mean, I finally get here to quote my man LeBron James. It's about goddamn time.
Yeah.
It's about goddamn time. But again, I feel honored to be here on the 200th episode.
Yeah, man.
Y'all are doing great things. You're spreading the word.
Wait. Another culprit now join. Hold on.
Another man in the crank, boy.
Hold on. They're coming in like flies here. So let me see if we can get. Hold on. First things first, right? Let me get there in place here. So make sure that he all right. Let me make sure.
Jesus. Everybody landing, boy.
Yeah. The Dr. Kerry don't land too.
Everybody here, boy. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Dr. Kerry. All right, wait, hold on now. They're gonna come in hot and heavy. They're gonna broad up, see, right? So let me get Mikey here. So let me make sure there's Mikey. I thought this is Mikey.
Yo.
Yeah. We get in there. Right? No, that's not Mikey at all. Yes, it is. That is Mikey. Right? So let me. Derek, feel some time while they get everything sorted out, man. Feel some time.
Folks, this is episode 200. We are here. I am seeing faces that, I've been longing to see on this platform for a long time, and they are here tonight.
You sure about that?
Yeah, you sure about that?
As I was saying before, when you come in,
200.
You get 200. I mean, I here tonight, so I know you get 201.
We hoping to get the 201. We can see how it goes, but welcome to all the people on so far. It's good. I see these old friends here. But
So
I go
off.
away about Marc, and I go away about Dr.
What?
Kerry, a new friend in the crank. So
Yes.
Well, she knew to one of, but
I'm new to you guys, but I'm old to Neil.
yeah.
exactly. I feeling blessed. I feel happy that we could be here and everybody in the crank. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation and coming through. We appreciate it. Thank you to all the people that are in the chat already and expressing congratulations. Thank you so much, Simama Aston in there, Cherish in there, Jerron as well. Thank you to all of you. And as always, we tell you about the King's Gathering that we got coming up. At the Ginger Lily Hall. We're going over the Mannings in the Bell Estate. We are going over there and we are going to have a convention of sorts, predominantly for men, but feel free. Ladies, you can come through as well. You got brothers, you got uncles, you got fathers, you got nephews. They can all use the information that we presented. Dr. Kerry is going to do a presentation at that. She's coming in. She's going to get flued out by my man Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe nice show.
And she is going to come and do a presentation on the connection, I think it is, between the divine feminine and the conscious masculine. We're going to have presentations on fitness, how to start a small business, mental health, all them things. So come on out and support that. There's no charge. Come through. If you want to make a little contribution towards the light, we'd appreciate that. Towards the work that the men is do here when the night come, we appreciate that as well. So come on through. We're hoping to see all of you there. We have 498 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed as yet, please do us a solid, hit the subscribe button. If we could get to 500 tonight, that would be fantastic. That 500 on the 200 episode. On the 200 episode. You can make that up. You can make that up. That'd be great. That'd be great. Not if you try, right? Not if you try. Thank you so much again to all of you that are watching. 15 people in the house already. And trust me, tonight gonna be wild. Tonight gonna be wild because we got fan submission. That's like a whole series. That's like a whole series of shorts.
Yeah, they got so much I want to wait. Hold on. I trying to find Marc missing in action. Where is Marc? Marc Moore, where are you?
I am here. I mean, you ain't gonna worry about seeing me. Oh, yeah, I can be like the voice find the clothes. Don't worry, the voice find happens. I don't need to be seen.
Well, all right.
I post social media, easy to find. I can be like the voice find happens. Don't worry. I can bring fire and brimstone.
All right.
Marc is ready. Marc is ready.
Marc is ready to go. But as we get our act together, right? As we get our act together.
99 episodes to make up for you mean?
For those of you, let me start. First things first, I'm your host, Neil. Joined as always my brother from another mother, and your host, Derek.
Yeah.
And together we bring you the Senate podcast. We have Dr. Kerriann Peart. Everybody know Dr. Kerriann Peart. You can't see she right now, but she got a nice picture today. So wait. Hold on. You got to empty the clip.
Oh, Lord, not the clip.
Yeah, you got to empty the clip.
Yeah, I just fixing that. I just fixing that. With the bomber cloud.
Oh, bomber cloud.
That's special. That's special.
Right?
That's special.
We got Dr. Kerry in the house. Everybody knows Dr. Kerry. If you are rocking with us, you at least by now should know who Dr. Kerry is. We got Mikey Mercer, cheese on bread. If you don't know who Mikey Mercer is, I know how to help you if you don't know who Mikey is. But Mikey is a well-known soca artist here in Barbados, the Caribbean, and the world. He has been, I don't even know all the accolades. The man been soca monarch, the man been enough things, road march. The man, look, he do the dog, right? And of course, his greatest accomplishment is that he went to the greatest school in the Western Hemisphere.
I never see him.
No, right?
I never see him foundation.
Right. So,
come on.
I've never seen him at foundation.
No, Marc talking hatred, man. Talking hatred, right? And so Mikey is an esteemed guy. He's well known in soca circles, everything like that. And then of course we have Marc Moore. Now, let me tell you all a secret about Marc Moore, right? Marc Moore has been itching to get on this panel here now for the last
while.
Yeah, while. Marc.
That is the right word. While.
Marc like cuss grass, right? Marc he's chemical X, right? So we didn't want to bring him on. We didn't want to bring him on too early in the juggling because you never know. We may not have been making it to 200. But no, there assures me that all bets are off. We are now at episode 200, so we can loosen up a bit, right? You two might think hard to cancel me now, right? But well, Rianne is not here yet. She's gonna join us shortly. But I just want to say first and foremost, thanks to each and every one of you that have ever liked, commented, watched, shared, even holding us in private conversations about what we do here in this space. Derek and I, we've been doing this here now for 2 years, just over 2 years. We have 200 episodes, and we are the villains, but that's all right. That's all right, you know. But this is hard work. Not really, but we gotta make it sound. You gotta sound melodramatic, right? But really and truly, we want to thank everybody for rocking with us. We also want to thank the people on this panel. First things first, we didn't just choose these people out the top we had. These are very close. These are some of the closest and oldest people I know in existence. This is literally decades of friendship for me personally, of all the people on this panel. So we just want to do something a little special. We want to do something in person for you all, but of course, yeah, that can happen. So, but we're here. So yeah. Oh, I see Rianne is here, but she says she can't show her video. So Rianne, talk to people, man. Don't stand on ceremony.
Good night. Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thanks for having me.
Rianne says she don't want her video on, so that means she out.
No, I didn't say that. I said can't get it on.
Conveniently. Yeah.
Pardon?
Rianne out. Right? But anyhow, we are here. We are doing the things. Mikey is still here. Mikey, have we lost Mikey? It seems we've lost Mikey. So we can try to get back Mikey here. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notification bell so you don't miss anything. We are ready to crank for you. We've done 200 live streams. We have done countless shorts. Shoot, we here. We out here, right? And we just come to talk the things. Anyhow, then come to hear we talk and what's poetic and game feelings about how we have done this for 200 episodes on live streams and talk the things, etc., etc., etc. They want to see us talk the things about the triggering, the fan submission. So my brother, over to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let me get it started.
Let me crank. You know, as fan submission night, I like to start with a little bit of celebrity, the queen of accountability. So we're going into the screenshots, Neil. I would have sent them to you in order. And because I'm who I am, I did not send them to the guests. I will let them be triggered in real time.
Oh,
right?
No. Wait. Hold on. Before you do that, Derek, I seen a lot of cameras coming in. I want to get everybody's reaction. I want to see
don't know if y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all. I can't hear anything.
Mike, you can't hear us? Mike, you can't hear us. All right. So this is what we can do, right? I can step out. I can join back. Y'all can hear me? Everybody can hear me now?
Yeah.
I got it there.
Mike, you can hear me?
Mike ain't hearing nothing.
Mike ain't hearing nothing. Yeah, Mike let lost. All right, so we gotta figure this out. But this is important. It is important that we get everybody's facial reactions. We can figure this out. So bear with us, people. We are still here. We are still cranking. So hold on a minute while we get this thing. Derek, you can fill some airtime.
Yeah, that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem at all. Folks, again, we are 400. Are ready to crank, and I am certainly ready to crank. It's rare that I get the opportunity to trigger so many people all at one time. So I am here.
Wait, hold on. Mikey,
ready for it.
Mikey, you can hear me?
Yeah, you got to go.
All right, good. So let me get Dr. Kerry here. So, Dr. Kerry. Oh wait, hold on. We're doing a bunch of foolishness here. But yeah. So.
Hey man, Kevin, man, he said that he's triggered. He daily. It's true. I try, man. I try.
Man, listen. When you see what y'all are about to witness and endure, right? As I get myself together, Derek and I have been friends now since we were wee lads, right? Mm-hmm. And I have had to endure some of the nastiest, ugliest, and vilest things from Derek Marshall in class in real time. Derek has shown me snot in the middle of exams. Derek has signed Negro spirituals in the middle of exams.
Was already nice, so.
Yeah, right. Like
Negro spirituals.
Yeah. Wait. The man. You think the man now start singing? The man was singing. It is well with my soul. When the man first get a math exam, we would get accounts exams, and Derek would be telling me things. Derek would send me all sorts of nasty, vile things. Like what y'all can see is but a glimpse in our friendship. So I am glad. I think it is important and imperative that I get all of the faces. I want to make sure that we can see everyone. Because this.
Rianne?
No, we can see Rianne, man. Rianne can't hide.
I don't sort me out. I don't know what's going on. I haven't used Skype for so long.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Everything is Teams and Zoom.
Teams and Zoom.
Teams and Zoom was them things, them funny things. All right, let me see who we got here. So we got Mikey here. So all right, so we got Derek, we got Mikey. I want to get Dr. Kerry though, at the very least. Very least.
That's okay. The people that know me.
No. We all in this together. No, we all in this together. But Mikey had a song called Together or saying so.
Come together, man.
Come together. Yep. I know Mikey had a song there called Together. We can figure it out though. But anyhow, in the interim, in the meantime, and in between time, we would just there. You could start us off. You could go.
Yeah, man. Again. Lead off the crank here, no. You see, geez, my man Snow in the house. Big up Snow, man. Respect all the time. Priya in the house as well. Good. Kevin Hunt. Yo, dog. Big respect. Hard to see everybody. So are you ready? Let me get number one per screen. Let me not start on a ceremony as being said. Let me get cranking here, you know. Right?
All right.
So I guess Queen of Accountability Celebrity, we can start with her, right? And it reads, this lady, she messages her boyfriend and she says, babe, with some sad emojis. And my mom says, yeah, babe. She says, I love you. So my mom says, I love you too. What's going on? My mom said the rap up front. So my girl says, babe, I really want to go to the Bay concert. It's in July and pre-sale for tickets is the 16th of February. You don't have to get me anything for Valentine's Day or birthday gift. I just want to see Beyonce. Please. She sends him the schedule and everything. Put number 2 per screen here.
Yeah, you're there ready.
Right? And he says, come on now. We agreed to not spend money on entertainment until we save enough for our house. We've been saving 10 months. Can't do it, babe. Sorry. She says, I'm begging you. She doesn't do concerts often. This is a once in a lifetime thing. This would really make me happy, babe. Please. My man continues. You told me last year an engagement would really make you happy. I did that. Then you said a house would really make you happy. We made a deal not to waste money on stuff like that. Her tickets start at $600 for nosebleed without taxes and fees.
Problem.
Yeah, Mike, boy, you're gonna do 70 reunion this year. You're really underachieving.
Mike, welcome out here. Well, how much the reunion was this year?
$60 of his own.
Mama, you got the thing, man. Mike come in with proper prices. Come on, man.
So my man says, we can't do that. We can't do it. Once we get this house, we can have fun. Stay focused, babe. She says, so it's a no. When the tickets go on sale, they won't last long. She will be sold out in hours. I'm begging, and you're still saying no. My man says, no. Stay on course, babe. We will talk about this later. I love you. Kissy emoji. The girl says, wait. Some of that money is mine, though. I know I gave you at least $1,000 towards the house fund. Please give me my money and I'll pay it back later. I says, are you serious, Gemma? Tell me you're joking. She says, I'm very serious. When can I pick it up? Girlfriend wants your money. You're telling me Beyonce is more important than our dream house? We've been saving 10 effing months for. You contributed $710 to the fund. The rest is me. Please note, they've been saving for 10 months. She's contributed $710. Neil, you is the mathematician between the two of me. Do the math.
Yeah. Right? That's enough dollars. That's
right. My girl says, I want my money. My man says, okay, I'll withdraw it today and you can pick it up. The engagement is off. I need a break. She says, what? So you're breaking up with me for asking for my money? Fine. Text me when I can pick up. Bye. Your thoughts, crew.
All right. So okay. So
now
let me
get back the $600. She could go Beyonce.
Right. So normally
Marc
what we
is the man for this.
Right. So let me get Marc is usually like Mike.
Marc
if we go by
man for this.
If we go by this reasoning, Marc will always be the man for this. Yeah. So
it's so true. It's so true.
So let me get it, Marc. What are your thoughts, my brother?
First off, I was not triggered because, like Derek, I follow celebrities. So I've seen this one already. So this one is not triggering to me at this point in time. But what I will say is,
oh, clap, man. The Keelan Award.
He needs a Keelan Award.
You need a Keelan
Award. My man said, we save it for a house. Well, if Beyonce is so important, you can have your money, go see Beyonce, and then you have some place to sleep. Because you can't get
you a room. You can't at me. Yeah, you can't at me.
It's $710 that she contributed. $600 for tickets. That's funny. Whatever left back after fees and taxes, I hope that's enough for Motel 6. Because when the concert done, you will come and find everything in a black plastic bag.
To the left.
To the left, to the fucking. I mean, sorry, I can sit up. My bad.
Yeah.
To the
left. Mark, we already we planned for this.
Oh,
so you may swear.
We got you covered.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Find your fucking things outside. But wait, ain't a long talk. If Beyonce is more important than you, the master, woman said, your engagement will make you happy. My man, obliged. You get that. I can attest the ring probably in a shirt ring. All right, next thing you say, you want the house. So right now, the man is 0-2 in giving you things. You want 0-3 too? Well, good Christ, you're all grateful.
Yeah.
But for Beyonce concerts that can sing the same thing that you can watch on YouTube, come on, man. Not over a house. I'm sorry.
Not that serious about the relationship.
Agreed. So my master picky things, he need a break. If it didn't mean to deal with your sister, but not just me.
Oh no, you see, same talk. Yeah, right. Yeah. Mark. Yeah. So
I didn't come to stand on ceremony. I'm sorry.
I
didn't come to stand on ceremony.
Yeah, Mark, I come to pose. Mikey. Now you're a fellow entertainer. You're a man that obviously in the arts, along with Derek, and you would know obviously the value of your entertainment and your performing and everything like that. Would you say that your concert is worth being broken up over?
Of course.
well, it depends on how you value quality entertainment. So that's really
we have a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny because I was saying where I was going. I was like, yeah, boy, this I think she really showing she true colors here. So my mom possibly dodge a bullet there. You understand?
Neo.
So there they.
Yeah, dodge it like Neo.
Yeah, but it was interesting how she flip it on him though. All right. Oh,
but that's the same language, you know. You gotta give the man it. You go. That's my money. You gonna keep me from my money. So which is funny.
And then when the man said, all right, take your money here, but I need some space. Sweet, you reckon with me because that's for my money?
Yes. Yeah. That's what's really going on. Engagement is off. So you either want to see Beyonce
if he keeps
or
the money is considered controlling and abusive. So he has to give her the money.
It's true.
Well, what I would say is this, right? Personally, I think that he did the right thing. I think that we need to understand that if we set a plan as a couple and we decide, all right, this is what we're doing and we're going on the road and doing this here, we set him for house and we got goals and stuff like that. Beyonce done got hers. Sorry to say, right?
Plenty.
Right?
Plenty.
Right? So don't let us get caught up with these celebrities. No, I understand you want to see Bear. I understand Bear is a phenomenal ticket and an amazing draw, but you can't want the man to lead. You can't build a plan with the man. Then decide you can pick and choose when you can ditch out on the plan. And then when you don't reach the goals, because you know what I bet
you be the blame.
Oh yeah. You didn't hold me accountable, babe. You should have stamped your hand. What sort of man you is, what sort of leadership you are. So I mean, you know, some may say that it may be a little harsh to break up with, but to me, if you come in asking me for your money when we were sending our money to plan to build a house and all that there, then no problem, take your money as is yours. So take your things from your hair too.
Have your money. Kerry?
I see. I was looking at a comment that Kevin said that Dr. Kerry would never do that to Zoe. You're damn right. I wouldn't.
So listen, we rooting for Zoe, you know. Zoe. We rooting for Zoe, man.
No, I think that it was played flawlessly. You know, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, so that was a flawless victory on that guy's behalf for sure. I also agree with the fact that the two-sided thing that we do, of, you want a man's protection, you want his provision, but only when it's convenient to you. It's bullshit. Right. So I think he played it well. And I agree with the stance. Like, yeah, if you can't commit, if you cannot be fully committed with the direction that I'm leading the relationship in based on some of the things you have asked for, then what's the point? When a baby comes, when somebody gets ill, you're going to be saying you want to spend part of the bill for the hospital on shoes? Like, come on. Like, So, yeah. So
yeah, I agree. And I found it interesting.
It is Jordan as well.
Okay, maybe an exception there, Mikey.
And you're right. Cherish is saying saving for 10 months though. How long were they together? You have the outside question. And she's saying he would have seen the red flags earlier too. And he did. He mentioned them. She pretty much even wants to put a gun to your head, but she sticky up, Let me get married. Let me get a house. And then she won't be the person to renege on what she asked for, to your point, Dr. Kerry. So it's not like the man said, well, come on, let me do this here. She's just following along. She asked for these things. The man said, all right, we're cool. Let me work it this way. And all of a sudden, no, it's like, nah, give me my money. All right, what your money? But anyhow, folks, let me press on because we got a lot to get through tonight. So let me crack on. This is another one for the queen of accountability. Right? So we got this lady, she calls her girlfriend and she says, bish, pick up. I need you. So she asks, is it personal? I'm in the car with Taekwon. Ladies, young or old, please do not name your son no Taekwon. You're setting him up.
Hey, what's wrong with Taekwon, man?
What's wrong with Taekwon?
What's wrong with Taekwon?
How many productive Taekwons you know?
No. That's the wrong question. You gotta ask me how many Taekwons I know, period.
Okay, all right.
I know not any.
Okay, let's not stand in judgment. Let's crack on anyhow. She says, damn it. Okay, Sean may call to or you. Please tell him we was together yesterday from 9 to 1:30-ish. Please, sis. Tell him we hung out, drank some wine, and watched Netflix, something like that. Okay? So my girl setting up the alibi, right? So the girl asks, why am I doing this again? Just leave him, sis. I'm tired of laying for you. And Tia said he ain't laying, and he asked me not to. I can't, sis. So the man tell her she straight, look, don't tell her lies for you, girlfriend. Let she sort out she business, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, what? Tired of laying for where the F is this coming from? So this girl holding standards, and she friends like, so you just double the laying thing. All right.
So you can't lay for me. So you too big for lay, no. You can back and lay at the friendship fool.
But no, we understand why, because she continues and she says, I lied for you before, like be for real. So it's like, honor among thieves or something like that, right? So the girl responds, she says, years ago, and with someone I care about, and he is tired of me lying for you. Just leave. Why waste his time? Says, I'm confused. Yeah, just laugh. If it ain't working, just roll up. Okay, so she says that, and I'm not sure what that is. Just do this last favor for me, and I'm good on you, and you're a weak ass man. You're allowing him to control you. You don't even have a ring. We've been friends 15 years. You've been with your man less than a year. She says, not doing it, stop cheating, and grow up already. So my girl responds, remember that when you need a favor from me, bitch. You definitely different. That man chasing you. She says, okay. Your thoughts, folks.
I want to hear from a woman.
Thank you so much, Dion. None of your business. NOYB. That's what
yeah. We don't speak young people. Let me go, Dr. Kerry. Lead us in ceremony here. So offer a word.
Where's Rianne? Where is Rianne when I need
Rianne is
no.
She working on a slight problem and an issue. We working to get her about, right?
This is also I'm out of my depth with this. I have never had an experience where I need to call a girlfriend to create an alibi, or any of my girlfriends calling me for an alibi. I've never had that experience.
Yep.
And I feel that is an honorable and noble position to be in. Clearly, because it's a common thing elsewhere.
You moral and standards.
Oh, moral and standards. Here, Rianne.
Wait, hold on. There she is. Wait, hold on. Keep talking.
Beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Yes. I really don't know. I agree though that the friend with the boundaries, because I'm big on, establishing boundaries and maintaining them. So I'm glad that the friend said, not gonna keep doing this for you. Mm-hmm. And out of that friend's own self-respect, I think there's a point at which you need to draw a line. A line needs to be drawn. You can't keep getting caught up in people's games and foolishness.
And fuckery. So you could say fuckery.
And fuckery. Yeah. All of that stuff. So I'm, again, not triggered. Disappointed that women are playing these games as always. You guys know I'm very disappointed in the games, but glad that I haven't experienced this either.
All right. Well, let me get. I still working on getting Rianne's picture up, but Rianne, you could offer a word too. I mean,
I seen a Rianne video.
I know, but that's on my site. Don't worry about that part.
Oh,
go ahead, Rianne.
We're still on the topic of the same young lady, right? With these Beyonce tickets.
No, if you want, but if you want, offer a word on Beyonce tickets, cause I sure you like Beyonce. I sure you would want to see Beyonce in concert.
Not for $700. No, thank you. And I'd rather get my house and everything sorted out as opposed to seeing Beyonce.
You got morals and standards too.
Yeah, I got a little bit. Just
We're gonna this is gonna be a very, very interesting chat because the people here are speaking with logic. We don't do that here.
Yeah,
we don't do logic
That's so confusing.
Right. So right now what we're talking about, Rianne, is that we're talking about, my woman message and say, "Here tune right, Deborah. I want your life for me here. We was drinking, we was breezing, we was liming.
Give me the alibi.
Give me the alibi, right?" And my girl said, "Nah, I'm working with that. You need to stop with the lies. You need to, my man Taekwon, or we name Trayvon, we name. We man name? Taekwon. Sorry, Taekwon, right? Taekwon said, right. Taekwon said, "No, man, then the more lying here, you gotta stop with that. They tell you, girl, you ain't lying for she no more." And of course, she didn't want to hear that. She's saying, "Bitch, I like you already," and et cetera, et cetera. No, Rianne, I don't know if you ever told lies for a friend or you had to had lies told for you.
Lord.
I don't know, right? But what was your take on this? What was your immediate take on this?
I don't quite believe in it, but I've done it before in the past. Not
there we go.
in the past. Right now.
Come up, Kings. But
I have done it in the past, when a girlfriend or something, they have other things that they want to do or weren't supposed to be somewhere they were. Not that they were doing something mischievous, but maybe low weight like. Thankfully, I said that I would cover, but thankfully nobody checked up on it or anything like that. I didn't get any calls from any boyfriends or anything to say, have you seen my girl or anything like that. But I have agreed to do it in the past. I have agreed.
Well,
I'm doing it now at my tender age. It's quite unnecessary.
No, there's a particular reason. Why I asked the ladies to go first, right? One, because I wanted to show that women also engage in this type of behavior as well. So it's not like men only cheat or tell lies. Women do it too. But also too, I don't want to out anybody on the panel, but I have had to finagle some details before for some fellas on the panel. I ain't calling the names. I'm just saying, you've had to fudge details before. You would get a call and say, "Yeah, I was by you last night." It's a cool. I will fill in the details. Don't worry about it. I fill in the details, right? And I am sure that other men on the panel would have done this here too. It is not necessarily something we are proud of, but it's something that was a means of necessity and utility in the moment, right? So
you hear how you put in this? You hear the words you're using? It was
necessity
and utility. Also utility for the moment. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Come through with the point.
We've all been young. We've all been young. We've all
younger days.
I think both sexes are guilty of doing it.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
there you go.
And I think that's the point that we try to make most often when we come and do these shows. Both parties, both
guilty.
sets.
Yep.
Let's do these things.
Yep.
Even though these are behaviors that are associated most often with men. But the problem is the women is get a little bit more creative than the men and discover the tracks a lot better than we can. And we end up getting caught up in some strange things. Right?
I must say, women are very thorough.
Exactly.
They're very thorough.
You hear the woman say she watched it. You see, when we're watching Netflix, just like you hear, we was watching Netflix and we was watching Enola Gray, and then we get to that part when you get to certain things. But a man, all you gotta say is, "My man, it was by you," and whatever he said, whatever I say is what we did. I don't have to. You see, the woman can thought we drink wine and we was watching TV. If a certain person, if any of the men call me now and say, "Yeah, I was by you last night," if I get a call and say, "Yo, we was here, we watched a little basketball and we play a little PlayStation and we talked some shit," it is drink a little rum and then we went to sleep. And whatever is said is what it is.
Correct. Dion is saying this is how we get caught. That's a fact. And the only we press on here because, as I say, we got a lot to get through. We keep it cranking, right?
Yeah.
This one, this next post is from some Twitter account called Festhole. I'm not making this up. Festhole. And it reads, "My wife is having an affair with some wealthy bloke, and she thinks I don't know. I would like to be friends with the guy who she's shagging because I know he's got a great scholastic set and he keeps my wife out of the house quite a bit so I can get some peace and quiet." So my man is apparently very comfortable with somebody, dismantling his wife's stomach so that he can get some peace and quiet. Your thoughts, sports?
Well, I think this is one that the men, Mark, we haven't heard your smiling, your grinning taught us, man.
Personally, if it's at that point, buddy, just go on through the door.
I'm saying,
all right, if you into that thing, if you into that life, that whole life, then that's cool. But if you're not, you're going to befriend the man. Just keep it pushing, keep it pimping. When she get through the door, you know what's going on. If we're still sleeping in the same bed, make sure she bed. But
hey, don't laugh. That is important. That is important.
Because you don't know where that man's secretions went, and you enroll another in the sheets that I got like open. So be sure she bed. Keep it pushing, pimping. But if it's to keep you peace and get you peace and quiet, go on through the door. The divorce, I can guarantee you will not lose anything in this divorce because she is getting everything from the outside man. Your mentals are worth more than trying to figure out who this man is, because it don't make sense. You don't need to be friends with the man because we're going to share stories of which positions you put the woman in. No. Just leave it.
All right, for those of you that are watching, right, Mark just gave the wrong answer. So now I'll give the right one. If I have said before, right? I've told girlfriends of mine, if Rihanna Robin Fenty was to come and holler at me, just play the part, understand that we both cashing this check and enjoy life. We don't know how wealthy this man is. This man could got a Bugatti. This man could got, places in Dubai, a lot of fast supercars or whatever. And if because he seems to be all right with it, that he get peace and quiet, and he wants to be friends. Everybody needs a friend. Everybody wants a friend. So to me,
but you see,
how many of us have them?
You see, no, there's a different situation that you bring into the table here.
What's a different situation?
Because
it says what? Listen,
the man is having the man that this was never this is not a situation where the woman said, "We're here too, honey. This man got money. I get my back blown for a little bit, and we can live comfortable." There's no. Exactly. There was no information saying that this was a prearranged something. So the woman is stepping up. No, if again, as you said, if Kelly Rowland was to slay down Barbados and holler, "Hey, you with the tattoos and the big belly and the curly hair, I like you and I want you. I'm going to make a business decision.
Go make a business decision.
Go make a business. You want to keep living in Warren Stars, or you want to live in Millennium Heights and Terraces? Come, let me.
I hear Sandy got some plush sheets.
I am saying,
so Egyptian
I will make
cotton.
A business decision then. But in this situation, this isn't a business decision. This is the woman is fed up with you, and is getting put down by somebody else that just happens to have money.
So let me bring it to the panel. Let me bring it to the ladies now. So this is a case where the man is vexed that he is not in on the do, in that he's not benefiting. Like she obviously benefiting, right? But she gets you back blow. Is it that this man is salty because he is not benefiting in this transaction?
You know who's salty after the event?
Oh no.
He's quite comfortable though.
Don't, Mark. Don't, Mark. No.
He seems quite comfortable though, from what what I'm reading. Like
my mom at peace.
He getting peace now, quiet. I don't know. It's a odd situation. Like if he should roll out, but he seems content.
Hey man, Mikey, I don't know, man.
You see, with these kind of situations, you got these a scenario. You know, success is different for people, for everybody. Right. So this man may be quite happy.
Good.
He ain't gonna put in the work. he could come and relax. And you never know. The man did not mention, but she may be getting a little extra change for the man. That's less money that he gonna spend.
Exactly.
So he said, "Well,
do you think?
Do you think? There's less stress for me. I get here and watch the TV, smoke a cigar, drink a little whiskey, and I get to go."
Furthermore, he got somebody else on the side too.
Even that. But it don't sound so because he.
I'm saying.
But first of all, the master got peace and quiet.
I'm saying.
To be clear.
Peace
I'm
and
saying.
quiet. That's good with that. Peace and quiet. Give me that. Marc Finger, all right. Marc Finger used to post shows for NCF and Popova and all that there. And you know, people say Marc is recycled jokes and stuff like that. But one joke Marc always used to say, he said, sometimes people be getting horn. And just be good with it, you know. Just be good with it. It only takes some gypsy malicious body to push in them out. I'm going to tell them, I see you, buddy. This man good with the arrangement. He probably tell himself, look, it's cheaper to keep she. It's cheaper to keep her. I good here. Yeah. I'm trying to get divorced and she take me for half. I still get you back beat out by somebody else. I good here. Let me move forward, Neil. I got another one for the people from Festival. Yeah. Right?
Festival.
This name though, the Festival.
Yeah, I'm saying. So, wife gleefully showed me footage of two people making out in the alley next to our house. Grateful for rubbish CCTV. It was me and her best friend. Forgot about the cameras. Come forward, Dr. Kerry.
Wow.
Come forward, Dr. Kerry.
Alexa, please play Living Dangerously, Bounty Killer.
Yes, right. This is where we insert musical interlude. Or we could put Shaggy's It Wasn't Me. Oh my God. I don't even know how to take that one. I don't know how to take it. I really don't know how to take that one. I'm sorry.
But this and not thinking though, like he is right next to his house.
Yeah.
He was asking for that. He was looking for that, you know.
Murder in the market. Murder.
I don't know how to take that one at all. It's sheer carelessness, yes, on many levels.
We had a best friend.
There's so many. What a best friend?
What a best friend, though?
What kind of enemies do you need to have? Because first and first, they're the wife best friend in the alley next to their house. The two of them is two savages. Savages.
Let me offer a word, right? I think the man's an idiot. I think that if you can do dirt, do it away from your yard.
But that's putting it just on one person. That's unfair. That best friend is, like Derek says, a savage. That is carelessness.
No. Just hold on. I'm not saying exclusively it's the man's fault. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he is the most culpable because he chose a very first things first, Ali. You can't carry side women in at a motel or hotel, nothing so. You carry women inside that.
No.
Right? You carry women on the side, Ali.
That, sir.
Right? All right.
Let me be devil's advocate here. How would they know that the woman they jumped the man and the man said, well, let me get this little risk here. I don't know.
I know where this is going to side. Let me see. I know where this is going to pass my side. Let me go forward.
Well, I don't gamble. I don't gamble with my life because all he doing is setting up himself with a hot piss coming.
No, let me say this, right? No, that you see gambling with like me. Let me say this, right? To all the people that are watching. We do not condone horning and thieving, cheating and thieving up peace and all that. We admit we are all adults. We've done it before. It's been done to us before, right? It happens, right? Let me say this. If you are still up there horny, gentlemen, you have to do so on your own dime and time and with your own things. I said this all the time. Do not take out your woman car to go by your ex-woman and all, your side woman and all that kind of thing. You're like, get stopped. Do not bring your side woman in your woman place. If you know you ain't got a pot to piss in, left out that. Right? Left out that. And by the same token, let us extend this further and say, if you know that you want to harm your woman with her best friend, you cannot do it next to your house.
Horrible discretion, horrible little sex. No, horn there, so the alley, alley next to the house with CCTV cameras.
There's so many things to unpack from that little thing, right? God, girlfriend comfortable in the alley.
But listen, but you know what's funny? You know what's funny to me? Babe, come and see this here. Look at the two of them. Look at the two of these here. Look, flipping in the net. Check me, man. Check me, man.
Balls of steel.
Watch it. Check me, man. Man, that's crazy.
That could not have ended well. The fact that the wife took the camera to show him. She got something planning under her sleeve.
No. But you understand the cameras in again.
CCTV bad.
Yeah, the quality in again.
She can't tell.
Right. So she can't make out who it is.
Yeah. But there's a 1 megapixel camera. Can't see nothing.
What got me laughing is my man said, no, they're like, yeah, boy, that's crazy, boy. You look at two of them like, cha. You can believe, babe, I would never. You can imagine?
This is another reason.
Imagine reason so babies can't do these hard things.
Jeez, that's a bar. No. Only you got the balls for that bar.
Let me get a number 10. Let me get a number 10.
Before you go to number 10, Derek, I was going to say that this is another reason why married people don't trust their single friends.
And they shouldn't.
Right.
They shouldn't.
This is the shit.
Yeah. Man, you be mindful of this too. You got some close friends that would definitely chat your girl if she's like, just letting you know, right? So number 10, Neil. This is a tweet. We should have done this a little earlier, but hey, Beyonce made a song called "Single Ladies." Then went home to her husband and left you lonely hoes dancing in a circle, pretending to be happy.
Yeah, we talked about this. We have talked about this several times on this channel, right? Like, and then we recently talked about Sierra too. Oh, she come talking about how one the single independent ladies and getting one of Russell Wilson,
$30 million hopes.
Yeah. We often said this: be careful of the information you get from the people out there, even us. Shoot, we don't know everything. You can mind the entertainers, right? You can listen to all these people and thing, and then people get home and live in a different lifestyle. Shoot, the televangelists in the 80s used to do it. You had Jimmy Swagger brought my grandmother heart. You know, my grandmother used to get every Sunday a cry with Jimmy Swagger and say, "Father, I've sinned. I need to be more like you, Jimmy, and more like, you know." And then Jimmy in the motels and hotels doing as he feel like with all sorts of different women. So
Franklin too, you know.
Yeah, so don't. This goes particularly for women. Just be careful where you get your information from, because these women getting home are cooking and cleaning for the husband. Meanwhile, you out here talking about I don't need no man.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm struggling.
I mean, unless that woman is, unless your man is, you know, narcissistic or beating you or something like that. Too many women listen to other women telling them to leave their men.
Misery loves company.
Many women.
That is true.
Yeah, we heard the girl in the earlier screenshot saying, "Yeah, this man changed you," and blah blah blah. You know, it was as Marc said, the want company. Let me get number 11. This is 6 brown chicks. 6 brown chicks. Almost 6 bro 6. It'd be just as wild as so many other things that we cover, right? Good luck for tonight. We do not have any 246 confessions, but anyhow, this is 6 brown chicks. Yeah. So I think I got this one from my man Kevin. Big up Kevin, my name, man. And it says, my co-worker and I decided to work over the weekend at her house to meet a deadline. She cooked, I helped her clean, loaded the dishwasher, and saw her sex toys with the dishes. First of all, First of all, why you say something with dishes?
Wait, no.
She used casket.
I saw her say toys with the dishes. I asked about it. She tried to strap on me. I want her again, but I'm not lesbian. Help.
Wait. No. Wait. Time out.
20 seconds, time out there.
You go, Mikey, but we can figure this out, Mikey. We can figure this out. You go about your co-worker. She cook you a meal. You see you can clean up. You went to load the dishwasher. You see some exotic paraphernalia and toys in there.
Right.
All right.
With the dishes.
With the dishes. That's red flag number one. But how we get from that with the vomit emoji, because the woman got the vomit emoji for that, she tried the strap on me. So the woman take it out and you like, it was this here. It's a child, boy. It's crazy. Anyhow, let me show her his work. Look, come and take the sailor. Come and take the sailor. What?
Felix and Scar, man. Felix and Scar.
Listen. I want to hear from Dr. Kerry, man. Dr. Kerry is too passive tonight. Dr. Kerry.
Agreed.
First things first.
I don't know had the occasion, Dr. Kerry, to be at someone's house and
no. That's the wrong question there.
Peruse their dishwasher, you found sex toys therein.
That's the wrong question
there.
And
further to that, have you ever had the strap trade on you after seeing said sex toys in the dishwasher?
Derek, you asking the wrong questions. Normally you on point, right? But I got the right question for she here now. Listen,
but
Dr. Kerry.
Are you well lubricated?
And it clean, sanitary.
I sanitary, so you know.
Dr. Kerry, have you ever, I know you got your sex toys. Have you ever used a dishwasher to clean them? How do you clean your sex toys?
So I don't have any sex toys. Thank you very much. I prefer the real thing. And I would believe that the way to actually wash them would be to wash them with the same kind of soap that you're using to wash your feminine parts. I've never heard of any instruction to wash those things with Cascade. Or
to be fair, hold on. Squeezy. We don't say it, but squeezy. But to be fair though, do you ever read the instructions on the sex toy?
No, I don't have any.
So then you don't know if it's again the dishwasher or not?
I don't. But I'm thinking most of these things are silicone based. If they're silicone based, right? Then why would you have silicone in the dishwasher?
Look,
and if you have something that is inserted inside of it.
See that glisten?
You want it squeaky clean, Mikey?
Squeaky
clean.
Squeaky.
Yeah.
No, I have. Sorry, Mikey had said earlier that we're not supposed to be applying logic. I'm in a space of logic right now with that. I cannot fathom why.
Yeah, you can't fathom it. What I would say, right? Because I know we gotta keep it pushing, right? But you can't come and get the vomit emoji because you giving a piece of information like
you gross out.
I grossed out because I see sex toys in the dishes. And then in the next sentence, same paragraph, you get the strap work on you.
I just want y'all to know. I just want to say it. Up onto the end of that meme, that picture. I thought this was a man talking, you know. I was like,
no, I agree with you, Mark. At first I thought it was a man too.
Thanks.
Hey.
I was like, I never like when the man said that he get the strap used on him and I'm not a lesbian. I was like, oh sweet, okay, good. It's to me. I was like, dogly.
Hey,
how are you exploiting?
Be a 2023 man.
No. Fair enough. What I'm saying is, in learning
he might still not be lesbian.
I was like, just so the man see us. Like, I was like, all right, I man see the sex toy. He gross out, and then it was used on me. I was like, this a man?
But listen, I pause it to the group, right? I pause it to the panel that was bait. My woman say, see me? I want to take bar of this girl. So what I'm gonna do, right? Is I'm gonna cook and she can walk clean, right?
Shut up.
I go.
Yeah.
So she like, I bet you when she was opening the dishwasher, she was right over. She showed the look. You know what I'm saying?
She did Chappelle.
Gotcha, bitch. Yep. That is exactly what happened. She gets set up. But ladies, if you go by somebody's house and you see
me too.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I just said in 2023. In 2023.
Well, me personally, if I go by a man's house and I see a sex toy in the dishwasher, Like, oh.
But there might be a woman who wants to trade on you. You know?
No.
It happens.
It has happened.
Listen,
I'm aware of a case recently.
It's happened. Like,
Yes.
it has happened. Like, women
Unless-
is get the men over and start playing little drinks, and next minute he gave his problem.
Unless you want me to be running outside using that like cutting wing, like, you know, the I don't see how that. Nope. Hey, all right, I good. As I tell you, if I see a sex toy, yo.
It has happened. And just like Mark said, women invite the men over, get them a little, you know, under the influence, and bam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just recently I heard of a story. Just go so.
Apparently the G spot is there, so you know.
I think we should move on. Let's move on. Let's
get the next one. This one is also from Six Brown Chicks. And it goes, I love my wife. She's gentle, works out, wears natural hair, cuts, and keeps her home. I'm in love with my co-worker. She's loud, wears ridiculous wigs and contacts, tight clothes on a lumpy body. Talk me out of ending my marriage for her, please. I'm so close to leaving.
What? What? Lumpy body? Did he say lumpy body?
Yes. Let me give you the next one time as they're both on the same thing. The next one says, I cheated at a strip club a few months ago. My woman found glitter and stains on my underwear.
Oh, God.
To earn her trust, I agreed to let her check my drawers before I come in the house. Tired of changing my underwear at the strip club before I get home. I'm not a child. Help.
He a little backward. He a little backward.
All right.
Should be harder for play.
Not help play. Mikey, let's address the first one though. You're married, you have a wife and everything like that. She is genteel, you know, she works out, look good, natural hair and everything like that. She cooks, keeps the house, etc. But in comes Miss Contentious. She come in there with the whack. She come in screaming, hollering, all kinds of wigs, contacts, tight clothes on a lumpy body. I know you're in peril. You don't know what to do. Offer a word of healing to this brother, please.
Well, it's clear that it seems that he married what society thought he should have when he really bought the wellness. Be true to yourself, my brother.
Embrace the wellness.
Embrace the wellness. Go forth, do not come fifth. And
do your thing.
Do your thing, sir.
I mean, personally, I think that the outrageous woman got 10,000. She just got the upgrade. I think she got the one with Sirius Radio and the cup holders. The one that got the power windows. I feel that woman got the gawk.
But babe, you gotta remember that not everybody, again, you're saying, let's say where success is concerned, everybody's dream girl is not the well put together, well spoken home giver and all that kind of stuff. He may want a little wellness. I know a girl that she was never into, you know, not a fancy, but the woman get a jump kit and fall in love, and she's still happily married here now. Woman say licks this tertiary. Yes, so you was gonna know.
She like that.
You was gonna know.
She like that.
I mean a pretend jump kit, you know, sir. I mean a real jump kit.
Around the artist standard.
Jump kit. You understand? So clearly, that may not be what he looking for. I just say he may have married what society would have wanted for him, but he really want the wellness swinging for the backdoor tree and all that kind of thing. Like, I'm kind of hard and all that kind of thing, you know. So,
I like
follow your heart, brother.
You know what? I agree with Mikey. I think he should follow his heart. I think that if you're in love and it's reciprocated to you, then go for it. Just know that if it goes wrong, don't come to the man talk about how my wife don't give me the peace. The man can't help you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you know, it's funny with this love thing, right? You know, there ain't a big advocate of the love thing, right? But if you can be in love, you know, you love your wife now, but you're in love with your coworker. My mind, you gotta make a business. No, sorry, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision if you're in, if the love you have for your coworker is worth pursuing, or if you just lusting after that like kind of negative traits. Like you may have grown up ratchet. That might turn you on. As Mikey say, was float some man boat is float some man boat. But you got make the decision if it's worth breaking up your marriage for. And if you break up your marriage and take out this other woman, if you could deal with that day in, day out, that might be good for a one night or a handstand.
8 hours at work, saying.
Yeah, but when you coming home and she bringing that energy to you and she controlling access to the intimacy now, so you ain't getting it as you would like, and I don't know. I just saying, make sure whatever decision you come to that you make it properly. But on the second one, about cheating in the strip club, and the woman finding glitter in the underwear and stains in the underwear, and he said he tired of changing his underwear at the strip club. Now, for me, I would say, gentlemen, if you are going to be going to the lengths of changing your underwear before you come home after cheating, you need to give up cheating or give up your wife. You got to do one or two things. I cannot imagine going out to meet with another woman and carrying a change of clothes, a change of underwear, so my woman was to suspect. We used to do with the old ones. You just burn them, you just throw them away. Like, I don't
spend all his salary
like, man, at some point, right? You know, there's got this saying, keep it simple, stupid. If the cheating can require you to buy parts and underwear when the month come, I think it's time to left it out. You owe them money in the strip club. You owe them money for other women. I know you owe them money for underwear.
And you still got that. You
got here sponsor.
You got you got here sponsor. So it don't make sense. If you find yourself coming up with nefarious means and ways to cheat, it's best to leave it out. That's my 2 cents on the matter.
I want to hear from the ladies on this one, man.
Have you all ever changed your underwear after cheating? I can resist. I'll
say this, right? To my first guy there. Beanie Man used to say, yeah, if he get a slam from a real, get a gal. Yeah, that day, like it's turn your head sometimes. And that might be the same situation with the next guy too. Can't stop at the strip club. Can't stop, So it's the debauchery and the den of iniquity that got my man there. So head tie up. Can't let it out. Because to his mind, his wife shot him. She gentle work all that there, but he preferred to deal with the woman with ridiculous wigs, etc., etc. But anyhow, the ladies got anything to contribute on that one? Because I want to hear one for this next one.
Oh, the next one belongs to one for sure.
The men ain't commenting on this one at all, right? This next one. This one comes from the Daily Loud, and it reads, the White House roasted for honoring trans women on International Women's Day. Come forward, ladies. Your thoughts.
Don't carry on. Watch that job later.
Because it's interesting that this is the one that Derek asking Rianne and I talk about, because Derek knows my stance on this too. I have gotten to a point where it's exhausting to figure out the navigation of woman, feminism, womanhood, all of this kind of thing. And so in this attempt to be equal and equitable, I think things have become extremely ridiculous. And in many cases, insulting as well, right? I understand that people want to maintain some kind of politically correct sentiment and all this kind of thing. Well, there's a way to do that while still honoring authenticity. And I think that's a problem here in the US, that authentic identities have been and continue to be under assault. And so there we go with that.
Well, my personal take on it, I think the delusion is real.
Yep.
I mean, I am a woman, born and bred, and for a man to now come and step in and say that they are a woman and being honored for womanhood, I think is ridiculous, because you don't know the first thing it means to be a woman. Putting on clothing and getting cosmetic surgery does not make you a woman. And it's just becoming ridiculous at the amount of people who are changing gender, and women are supporting this. And women do not I feel like so many women do not realize what's actually going on. Like, you are allowing a man now to take your place. You are crying out feminism. You're crying out, you know, you want to be treated equal, but now you're being pushed back, you know, way back and being replaced by the man again. So it is just, it's so disturbing.
Yeah. I would say this, right? Because, you know, it's an interesting time that we live in. Obviously, I don't know if you guys remember Caitlyn Jenner. She got, I think it was Woman of the Year. She got Woman of the Year. And, you know, there, and I would have talked about this in the previous space on one of your live streams, that it's funny. I think it was Designing Women, where it is funny that you have all of these trans people, whether it be sports, whether it be the accolades and acknowledgement of being women and stuff like that. It is interesting how the biggest supporters of trans people are women, right? They support and they're the allies. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be allies, but I think that, and I don't even necessarily blame the trans people for doing it. If you want to identify as a woman, you want to identify as a man, that is fine. I think the problem comes is when you, as an entity, an organization or a government or whatever, you decide to acknowledge trans women as women. You understand what I'm saying? Because in International Women's Day of all days too, you are going to recognize this person as Woman of the Year or a trans woman on that day when you have literally millions and billions of women to choose from. Yeah. Like, to me, if I were a woman, I would feel as if that's like right, like that's like a trans man. A trans man come along now and he get honored as Man of the Year, and you know, because he is like essentially the standard of what a man should be, etc. I can be like, I will
say men don't care.
Well, men don't care. That's true.
I would say if a trans, not in the that we don't care about it, but at the end of the day, a trans man does not threaten men.
Right, because you fundamentally recognize what the truth was prior to the transition.
Right, but because the biggest issue in this whole thing for me, as I've seen it, is at the end of the day, it is a biological male appearing as a woman,
right?
But they still have all of the benefits of being a biological male for up to however old they before they transition. Yeah. So they still have the male strength, the male muscle mass. Well, I don't care how much pills you take to tone down your testosterone. They still, a trans woman still poses a threat physically to a natural woman. So it is, women are being essentially, I want to say, phased out, which is where a lot of the backlash is coming from. And you see a lot in sports, and you see a lot in sports more so because there are glaring different advantages when a trans woman competes in female sports. You can see it. And for a man, a born male, we still have that advantage. So we're not going to be pushed aside. So we wouldn't care if they give a trans man of the Year, because at the end of the day, okay, fine.
We still gotta do our job. We still got our head down doing what we
gotta do. We still gotta do our job, but we are not, at the end of the day, we are not going to be threatened by that more so how women are.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny that you say it that way, Mark, because what I think women at large don't recognize, as Rianne was saying earlier, is there is a phasing out. I agree with you. It's an active phasing out. But I don't think that they realize that it is of our making. Because when women went into this whole, particularly the white feminist movement, and wanting equality and wanting to be recognized in the ways that men have been traditionally recognized, right? That was the desire. And now that desire is being met by having these trans women. I don't think they've realized what they have designed or allowed for in their so-called requests for equality that has also worked to diminish their true natures. So it's kind of a backlash.
Yeah. You know, and personally, I think too is it's a whole money making thing, because the amount of drugs that you have to take, the hormones to keep, being that woman for how many years, they make so much money from this between surgeries and medication. It's unreal, and people just not realizing it. Like, you physically can't change from one sex to the other. You can appear to be something else.
Yes.
Right? But it is delusional to think that you can actually change your sex. And when you die and they unpack your fossils and look at the bones, what are you going to be? You're going to be what originally were.
Well, I don't know if you realize, but in the archaeological society, there's a minority that wants to ban and change what you classify bones as. Because if you dig up fossils, for example, you don't know what that person identified as. So basically, they're trying to change the verb.
Mikey's like, I'm done. I'm done.
I swear. Neil
is right.
They're looking to change the verbiage so that if 100 years from now they dig up the bones and they say, let's say they dig up, somebody transitioned to a woman or a man, and you see the bones, you say, well, this person, is a female or whatever, but they're trying to change the language or change the process by which you identify bones.
This is what I'm saying. Assaults on identity. It's ridiculous. And it is actually just a whole, smack in the face of what genetics has ordered. What there's a biological order to things, right?
It's like science doesn't mean anything anymore.
Right. And this whole mad scientist movement going along. And what we don't talk about, the other side that we don't talk about, are the people who do these transitions and become extremely psychologically disturbed. Because to Rianne's point, you cannot change the biology of being man or the biology of being woman, because there's a psyche to it as well. And physical attributes are one thing, but the psyche becomes extremely disturbed. And we don't talk about that. Those particular people have stories out there. I've seen 1 or 2 documentaries about how people have regretted their transitions because of the mental and emotional disturbance that came with it, alongside the social onslaught of whatever stuff as well. And we just keep on propping up these people like this is supposed to be a natural state of evolution. What?
Crazy.
No, it's not. And I mean, I don't mean to disrespect people who feel that they're in the wrong body or whatever the case is, right? But I have worked with the LGBTQ++ community for many years. And even in conversations with folks who are on that particular spectrum, there's so much more to it than what we're constantly seeing that is not being spoken about. And I think that again is another level of, misrepresentation behind this whole entire process. But it's exhausting, and this is why a lot of people have either just tapped out and ignored everything, or for some people it's this consistent cheering on because they don't want to be seen as going against individuals, right? They don't want to be seen as non-allies.
Yeah, well, and that same live stream that Neil talked about, we talked about, women becoming obsolete. Some people thought that the question, was a little out there, but now you're seeing it. If men can be telling women how to be women, this will becoming, right? And only we get to number 14. Folks, it is 13 minutes past the hour 9 in Barbados, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. You are watching episode 200 of the Senate podcast. It's fan submission night. We got Dr. Kerriann Peart, we got Rianne, we got Marc, and we got my boy Mikey in the house tonight for the triggering in real time. And we're going to crack on to number 14. Folks, we have 498 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit the like button. That is the cost of admission.
You get your likes up.
Yeah, so hit the like button for us, right? So number 14, let me go. This is a bit of a text message thing. And this person says, hey, good morning, baby. Can you do me a favor? My man says, good morning. What favor? So my man ready. Can you please send me 10,000 this weekend so that I can use it? My man asks, what for? She says, to travel with my friends for a leisure trip. My man said, do you think it's a good idea to travel in your condition? She says, what condition, baby? Broke and unemployed. Fine. Give me number 15. Let me keep it rolling. We need to respond to that. Let me keep it rolling.
Yeah, let me go.
So number 15. She says, "Oh, Jeffrey, you are like my little chihuahua." My guy says, "LMA, enough laughing emojis." She says, "I wish I could carry you around in a bag, you know. That way, when I go to the mall, you could help me find hot guys."
Wait.
Jeffrey responds, "And if I didn't like the boy you picked, I'd bite him." She said, "Jokes like that are why you are my best friend. Thank you for making me laugh."
Yeah, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to play it as well with my soul.
Sure.
And let us take a moment and say a silent prayer for our boy, Jeffrey. Come on, bow your head in silence. Let me be reverent. Come on. Wait, I can't hear it, man. We can't hear it properly, man. Wait. I can't hear it. It is well with my soul.
It is well.
It is well.
You're gonna get in the rocks there.
With my soul.
With my soul. Listen, hey, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey got you the editors.
Man, no, Jeffrey's gay.
Thanks, Rianne. Thank you, Rianne. Thank you, Rianne.
God damn.
Jeffrey's gay. I didn't get nothing else from this other than Jeffrey's gay.
Yeah, yep.
You can look at him. You can honestly look at a straight man and call him a chihuahua. Right? Come on. And then he said, "I'm gonna bite him." No, Jeffrey's is bought him for the right team.
We hope that Jeffrey's gay.
No. Not even on board or you're not gonna tell him. You're exactly. Everybody knows there's one volley chihuahuas every now and again. Come on, no. I'm call a grown man a chihuahua and talk about what about in my purse. No, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Jeffrey is as gay.
Flaming.
Cosmic.
Yeah. A moment of silence for Jeffrey.
You two are looking for the same thing.
Saying serious condolences. Anyhow, yeah.
This next one, folks, this one is rumor, conjecture, speculation. But hey, bring it here because this is life and this whole life is good. So let me read that next one there, right? Mm-hmm. And it says, "This is just sad." Don't mind the person has a laughing emoji after that. And it says, "NBA All-Star Andrew Wiggins' girlfriend, Mikel Johnson, was just exposed to sleeping with one of Andrew's friends and having a child by him, which she had Wiggins believing was his. Now Wiggins is expected to miss the rest of the season, where he deals with this personal matter." And this is indeed something that is going around. And seems like you get a rough one, and like you know how to process it. God miss the season. Well, God punch up the rest of the season. Your thoughts?
I want to hear from Mikey though. This is important, Mikey. Yeah, let me talk about this because not only did I get harmed by a best friend, but he may not be the father. So.
God damn.
God damn.
Oh, wait, do I hear from me? that you talking about, buddy?
Catch yourself.
But you know, the reason
that was shaking the best of them, boy.
Brother mine. All I saying is that so like as Derek said, this could be a rumor. But I heard some people saying things like they don't understand why he would want to take time off or boy, brother, but
it's a little triggering. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know.
It is a little triggering. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's and you know it's funny, right? Because and I can come to the women now in all seriousness, right? Because I know in Jamaica for sure, Dr. Kerry, they were thinking about doing paternity tests at birth for children. And a lot of people around the world, not only in Jamaica, kick up noise and say, oh, you know, some people locally and stuff like that was saying that is yet another example of the government and society, the patriarchy, trying to police women's bodies, right? I would like to hear from the women to speak on this because
Marc, you all right?
Yeah, Marc. This one here is hitting a little home for Marc. Marc, this has happened. Yeah.
Oh no!
Hold on, not the best friend. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I just want to be clear.
But just put it out there.
but this is something that hits close to Marc.
Wow.
So ladies, talk a bit about these types of situations where you have kind of women obviously doing these things, giving jackets to men. And men kind of needing space and time to process it. Some men even do nefarious things, reprehensible things. Just speak to this and let me get the conversation flowing.
Sure. Well, I'll tag in since you pulled up Jamaica. Jacket syndrome is what we call it in Jamaica. Women giving men jackets is what we call it, right? And it has gotten to the point of it has increased the rates of domestic violence in the country, which is why the government has stepped, is partially the reason why the government has stepped in to do this testing thing, because men have been trapped in relationships with children that do not belong to them, and women carry on and all this kind of stuff. So there's that side of it. And there's also the side where I think it's necessary to promote that type of responsibility to put back on women, because we know who the fathers are. We absolutely freaking know. You can time that shit all the way back, right? I don't care if you sleep with 3 men in one day. You can time it back to who is who and get the stuff done. So it's irresponsible of us as women to be trapping men with children because we think that man is a more favorable father figure than the actual one that you're pregnant by. So that's the other piece. There's a domestic violence issue around it. There's also the responsibility of putting things back on women, but also a responsibility for some men as well, because there were some men that were the fathers and pretty much like absconding responsibility. So there was also that side of things. But I will say, and then I'll let Rianne give her take as well. I will say that this is a universal issue. It is not, a particular culture or population, or it's a universal issue. So much so, I'm watching a thing on Netflix called Baby Fever, and the storyline is based in Copenhagen. And the woman steals sperm of her ex-boyfriend, impregnates herself, but tries to put off the baby on a coworker of hers. I'm only on the 2nd episode, but it happens. It happens.
That's 2 episodes too many.
Yeah. It happens, and it's happening continuously is the thing as well. Rianne?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Dr. Kerry is saying. And honestly, I didn't think it was that common till Derek had got me watching Paternity Court.
Jeez,
Derek with the win.
Honestly, can't stop watching Paternity Court.
Now.
I am shocked every time I watch it about the women that are pinning babies on men. It is unbelievable. And I think that sure, why not get government to test women to see if the baby is really theirs. I don't see why a woman should have a problem with it. A woman who is, a good woman should not have a problem with it. It's only the woman who wants to cover up something should have a problem with it. Right? And I think more women have to take responsibility for their body. A lot of women tend to put the blame on men. He should have used a condom. He should this. It is your body, though.
Your body.
Your body, your choice.
Your body, your choice. Exactly. And you choose to get pregnant because there's so many contraceptives.
Over 40.
Like,
over 40.
They're endless. So you literally, if the man doesn't want to wear something, you can wear something. So there's literally no excuse to be, to I don't want that man to be my child father. Like, you don't sleep with voice.
Don't sleep with him, man.
Right, it's that simple. No, it's really that simple. It really is.
I know, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's only fair that I give Marc a word, not a too long a word, Marc, but there's a safe space. Of having experienced something like this.
This is what over 25 years now, 25 years now. But yeah, I could have been wearing a 40. I could have been wearing a 42 long. Derek likes to say that that's my villain origin story.
It is. It is.
But I have no issue with if the story is if those are actual facts. I have zero issue with what Andrew Wiggins is doing because it happened to me at 17, and I was damaged for a while. I passed it off, but I won't say years, and I passed it off, and it's only I'm cool now. I don't have any animosity to the parties involved, but that shit damages you. Like they're grown, as Neil said, they're grown men that take the low road, commit some heinous acts and or whatever. So that shit damages you, and you have to know what you are capable of handling. And I will say, I have some good friends. Because they're still my friends now, and they would have done their part in checking on me, making sure I didn't do anything stupid. They didn't catch all my stupid acts, but they caught about 90% of my stupid acts. And I will say that there is no shame in seeking help for those sort of things. Like there's no shame in seeking help. Period. I think that's something that a stigma that needs to be abolished, but one day at a time. But take your time, brother. And if the challenge basketball is not the most important thing, and it may not seem like it, but you will come up on the other side, and that's the best thing I can say.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I have to leave. I got a session.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem, Mike. Thank you very much for joining us on the 200.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, for real.
Yeah, we can have you back, man.
Please.
All right, buddy.
All right, my brother. Keep safe. All right, man.
All right, Neil. What we can do, right? Just to kind of piggyback off of the whole your body, your choice thing. Let me get to number 20. Let's fast forward to number 20.
Number 20? All right.
I'll push out the true here now a little bit. Right?
All right. Wait, hold on. Let me find number 20 here.
Because we would have spoken about Megan Hall. Right? Oh,
yes, let's get
Megan Hall. Who don't know Megan Hall. I think we did a short on it. I can't remember if we released it or not, but hey, this is Megan Hall, right? And it reads, this is for the New York Post. You know, the New York Post be wailing. Fired Tennessee cop Megan Hall claims she was sexually groomed in her lawsuit. The Tennessee cop fired over her numerous sexual romps with other officers claims in a new federal lawsuit that superiors in her department sexually groomed her for her risque escapades. Megan Hall, 26, who blamed a troubled marriage for her randy affairs, claims that she felt trapped and exploited in the midst of the all-male ranks of the Laverne Police Department, according to her 51-page federal complaint filed on Monday. Where Miss Hall sought role models at her new job, she instead found predators, the lawsuit says. In place of offering professional development, her supervisors and the chief of police groomed her for sexual exploitation. They colluded in using their authority to systematically disarm her resistance and entrap her in degrading and abusive sexual relationships, even sharing tips on the best ways to manipulate and exploit her. The suit claims Hall, who had a history of mental illness, felt trapped, and in an attempt to escape, she nearly killed herself.
Oh, Jesus.
Hall was fired in January after word of the steamy sexcapades with 5 other cops became public, with those officers also terminated from the department. In an interview during an internal investigation, the young cop admitted she performed sex acts on duty and on police property and had a threesome with one cop and his wife. Hall told the investigator she got stupid and got desperate in the midst of a divorce. In her federal lawsuit, Hall, who was 24 when she first applied for the job on the force in 2020, claims she first became sexually involved with Sergeant Lewis Powell early last year. Sergeant Powell learned that Miss Hall was going through the process of buying a home with her husband and that his process was extremely taxing on their relationship, the lawsuit said. Sergeant Powell positioned himself as a reliable source of companionship and advice regarding Miss Hall's career and her marriage. Sergeant Powell persisted in requests for sex despite Miss Hall's resistance, it said. Eventually, Miss Hall gave in to Sergeant Powell's request for sexual favors. She said when she tried to break off the affair, Powell threatened to kill himself. Hall said the exploitative sexual relationship with Powell led to other sexual encounters involving other Laverne cops, Larry Holiday, Patrick Glioco, Ty McGowan, Juan Lugo Perez, Gavin Schoberl, and Detective Seneca Shields. Powell, Lugo, Perez, McGowan, and Shields were fired over the sex appeals. The other cops kept their jobs but were suspended. Early this month, Laverne Police Chief Burrell Chip Davis was also fired. Hall claims that Laverne is not a large place from where I'm picking up.
It's not.
Are there any people left to be in this police department?
Listen,
because everybody get fired here.
I mean, I don't know if you want to continue reading, but I got my take here ready.
Right. Hall claims the chief encouraged this behavior and shared in the pornography and sexual fantasy of mutually abusing Miss Hall with his trusted supervisor, Ty McGowan. She said Davis once asked her to come into his office to dance for him, tried to get her to agree to lunch dates, and described her clothing as hot girl summer-ish. The lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in the Middle District of Tennessee names the city of Laverne, Powell, McGowan, and Davis as defendants. It seeks an unspecified amount in damages for lost wages, medical expenses, mental suffering, emotional distress, and reputational harm. A spokeswoman for Laverne declined to comment on Tuesday and told the Post that the city does not comment on pending litigation. Your thoughts, folks?
Now, I can kick this to the women, right? I can start with Rianne because I got my take on this, but I somehow feel that by the time it get around to me, everything would have been said. So let me start with Rianne. What's your thought on this?
This is so much. This is so much.
A lot to unpack.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, I think the long and short of it, she is not a victim. I mean, you're a grown woman.
Like to think so, though.
But the thing is, there are people who are supporting this woman as being a victim. She's playing it really well. And I mean, you made the choice to sleep with how many men? You made that choice. You're not underage. You're not a child. If you wanted, if you think that, with that first encounter, there was an issue, I'm sure there was HR that you could have reported it to. You could report it anywhere, right? So, you didn't. You literally had threesomes and orgies and you enjoyed yourself. And then when you got found out, then you want to cry, woe is me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Kerry, what you got to say about it?
Similarly, yeah, I agree with Rianne's point. There's always the choice to move to another precinct, move to another town, city, or quit altogether, right? There's always that choice. There's always a choice to report. And I understand that we're dealing with a fraternal order. I get it. It's like dealing with military, right? Women in military and that kind of thing also have these experiences and are told to stay quiet. Otherwise, they won't move up in rank or, will be deemed whatever type of thing. There's always choice, though. There's always choice to push back and find the necessary ways to get out of these situations that maintain your integrity and dignity. It will be a process, but there are opportunities for that. I am bothered by the part that Derek read that said, now she's claiming mental health issues. Because this is something that I used to work on in DC with both the police and teachers that deal with community and family issues. And the screening for those types of jobs for police and teachers, I was always adamant that they need to have more rigorous mental health screens, because those types of jobs will break you in ways that will, keep you broken if you are not at a particular mental and emotional state, particularly those working in the police force. So to see her claiming mental illness and this kind of thing is just another reason, to Marc's point, why people don't seek mental health care, because of people crying wolf over here, when really it's you being poor in your choices, right? And claiming mental illness. So there's so many things there that so many other things I could add, but those two things really stick out to me about the fact that she's claiming that she had no choice, so she had to go along with it when there is always choice, and the whole mental illness piece.
Right. So let me ask the rest of the panel this question then with regards to this. So obviously we know that men abuse their power and men use to groom women and do nefarious things. But my question to you is how would you treat something like this? How can you discern if she was groomed or not based on the evidence that she is given?
Well, for me, the fact that to Rianne's point, that everything came out, they had the investigation and everything. There was no talk about mental illness or anything like that. She admitted to everything that she would have done. And then only after she realized that her reputation is in the toilet, suddenly she was groomed. It's not my fault. Right. I was under stress from building the house. So that was the catalyst. The relationship with the husband was on the rocks. So that was the catalyst for her to go and do these things. And then when you find out everything in the toilet, or ain't my fault again, is these officers, I get groomed to do these things. And as you say, you got the opposite, you could left, find another job, you never reported anything. Right. HR, all of them things, you explored none of those options. And then when shit hit the fan, I'm a victim. Mm-hmm. You're in the victim Olympics. Mm-hmm. I understand people abuse their power, and were there parts of that did that occur? You never know. There's a likelihood that it probably did, right? But you went along with it. You enjoyed the ride.
That's the part.
Literally and figuratively, you enjoyed the ride. Yeah. When I had engagements with the officers and the wives in some instances, and now you can say, "Oh, I was groomed. I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, this is beyond me."
Yeah. To me, I think that's the kicker, right? Like. And it's funny when the lawyer was giving the statement or whatever, they cited one sergeant, the first sergeant, Sergeant Powell. But then what about the other men? What about their wives? What about all of the
everybody grooming you?
Yeah, right? Like at some point, yes, we understand that this happens. And this is the thing that pisses me off about it, because there are genuine situations where there are women taking advantage in these situations. There are men that doing terrible things in positions of power that take advantage of women that literally are afraid and unsafe in their work environment and are preyed upon. Yeah. But this woman had threesomes, foursomes. This woman had do it in the car, police car, do it in the station. House, the station. Like the amount of incidences that were reported. He was having fun though. He was having fun. And it doesn't seem as though there was any. I think the mental health part coming after everything started hitting the fan. You know what I mean? Like, that would affect anybody's mental health. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, man. To me, I think these sorts of things are disgusting, because if you can do it, own up to it. If you can be woman enough to do, my mother always told me, if you can be man enough to do man things, if you can be adult enough to do adult things, you got to take adult consequences. So if you can be sleeping with men on the job and sleeping in the car that they provide for you and doing all sorts of things and sleeping with the wife and all sorts of things, you got to stand up in it. You got caught. Yep. You got caught. You understand? So that's just me.
Always be a place for her to work out, train yard.
Choo choo.
Come on, ride the train. Ride
it.
Everybody has their position in life.
No, folks. It's 9:39. I see my man Ramel Vaughn in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Hit the like button on the way in, folks.
Yeah, get legs up.
Yeah, that is the cost of admission. No, we got a long way to go. So what I'm thinking is that we can do a couple more of these. I want to get to some videos, because the videos is really real triggering. It's hit on.
Lord have mercy.
So I want to do a little bit of a couple videos, and then we might go do 201. Might go be a part 2 of this. This live stream.
No, that we could see that the panel works, the system works, and everything like that. That ain't no problem.
So Neil, let me get to number 37. Let's get number 37.
37 is a
for
video.
The people. Yes, indeed, it is a video.
All right, let me get 37.
I want the people to watch this and show. I ain't introducing it. This lady Mala, watch the video.
Wait, hold on. Let me I gotta make sure that my people that watching now, they know which 37 is. Let me see if I can find it here so I'll prompt the people. So 37, I just let her know that.
Yeah, Force. We have 498 for the subscribers. Please give us a subscription. If we could get to 500 tonight, make sure that you are subscribed. If you could get to 500 subscribers tonight, a party celebration, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so let me sort out. Mark, you got 37 queued up already?
Hey, I know which one is 37.
All right, let me sort you out too. Yeah, Derek did send a lot, you know. So
I'm saying,
yeah. Welcome to my world.
Clip.
Welcome, yeah. Demand.
Full clip.
Demand, yeah. Yeah, Derek carry 100 bullets tonight.
This is my girl, Beja Erica, in the house. Good night to
Shout
you,
out,
Erica.
Beja
Good to
Erica.
see you, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for your congratulations.
Right,
We appreciate it.
Right,
Hold
so
on, I need to get a charger.
right.
you need to get a charger. All right, so as we wait for Dr. Kerry to get her charger, normally what we do, Rianne, is we usually do a countdown and we play the video so that everybody can watch in real time and we get our real time reactions, right? So in the interim, we could all queue up and we could all get ready for the triggerings.
Yes, let's do
We
that.
get rid of the triggers. I could block up Mikey, man. I got Mikey in here, so I could ease cross here. So
Put all the videos doing that little corner there.
Yeah.
The mic was.
Right. All right.
Okay.
So once everybody is ready, let me get the video here. So everybody ready?
The girl in the jeans shirt.
I am ready.
It's jeans jacket. So we can go in 3, 2, 1.
Every day I get online, men are always complaining about black women, at least black men. Black women this, black women that. Our name just always in y'all mouth. Black women are submissive towards black men, how white women are submissive to white men. Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man. But I would never submit to no slave, which is the black man. You supposed to submit just like me. Why would I be submissive towards you when you got somebody you need to be submissive towards too?
You know what's upset me?
Time out. Derek Marshall, I hate you. Derek Marshall, do not ever come back to my house. Derek Marshall, I don't buy anything from my house. Derek Marshall, do not come back to my house. I do not hear.
I'm sorry. This don't make sense.
Your privileges at my house have been revoked, Derek Marshall.
You know what's really getting my goat? Some time ago, we did a short on a local incident that happened here, right? Somebody posted a tweet. We did a short on it. We got the tape wrong. And people roast me on Twitter, right? And one of the things that was said is that certain people should not be able to buy mics on Amazon.
Yep.
Shouldn't be able to buy cameras on Amazon, etc., right? I have said this before. We said this on the basketball court there, Marc. I think you should take an IQ test before you get a smartphone. I think you should do an IQ test before you go and get internet connection, before you get and open a social media account, right? But what that woman said is,
Absolutely.
The woman said, you all say you all is submitting that how the white woman to submit or how to submit to the white man. The woman said, "Oh, you ain't submitted to no slave. I will submit to massa first." I don't know. I know.
It's bullshit altogether. But the woman, in a circular S-bang sort of logic, the woman wants to go to the top of the chain. The woman does not want to be the woman does not want to be in the fields pulling no cotton. That woman wants to lay down in the cover of the bakehouse.
Hold on.
Let's be real. If we had to choose between outside picking cotton and get it, or inside set the table, or we can inside and set the table.
Hey.
Inside the side table.
Hold on. All is slavery. I think that.
Wait, what's the line from Animal Farm?
Some pigs are more equal than others. Some people are a bit. Listen, I don't think that this deserves us wasting any time talking about this. She's an idiot, right? I think that. Did you sound a flaw? Before I want to sign up, people want to need to put a policy in place. All these Samsungs, anybody listening to this that sell electronics, social media pages with Mark Zuckerberg, we looking at you, Elon Musk. You got to take a IQ test. You know, like how you got proved that you're a robot. You got me clicking like street signs and street lights and boats and cars. We got to do an IQ test to make sure that this or what's this here? What's this here? I downloaded this video. I put this video into this program and I just watched this video. I've wasted time and effort. No, it's easy to blame Derek, which I always do, but I think that we need to start holding these service providers accountable for this mess, man. Everybody that deserves a smartphone.
It's the same principle as Marc was saying. Cut out the middleman. Don't blame me. Blame Flo.
Yeah. You selling Samsung. Everybody
you can't do that.
Equality? Nah, listen. I'm off. I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say, but there are certain views that I hold that I think that.
Right. Chairman Mao. Give it 38 there, so you go fast here though, because
lady in a black shirt.
Yes, lady in a black shirt.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars shirt?
Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yes. Yeah.
Is a Star Wars shirt? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, let me I can okay. All right, we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep.
Let me get it in 3, 2, 1.
When I said I was an independent woman, I meant like I can pay my own bills. I didn't mean I wanted to shovel my driveway in between doubles. I did not put that on my resume for being a badass bitch. That's all.
Oh well.
Well, doesn't that look like the consequences of your actions coming home to roost? Yeah. You're all independent till it's time to shovel snow. Until you got to count the garbage or mow the lawn.
Until the mom break in the house.
To 6'6", 320-pound King Bubba. Sorry, not King Bubba. Sorry, Bubba. Back down to your door. What you gonna do? You independent? That's fine, sis. But understand that with your independence comes some manual labor. That's all. Ain't nothing else to say.
Strong and independent.
Strong and independent. Yeah, I could sure she need to go to the gym.
My mom Marlon said getting that cardio, she did blow him, man.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? I would think that this would be impetus for her to find a man and to have traditional qualities.
No, of course not.
I'm just saying.
No.
You want me shovel snow? You want me shovel snow? Hey, man.
Can I tell you that just this weekend, I was at an event. I'm part of this women's association here in Florida.
Condolences.
I love the sisterhood. I love the sisterhood, right? But it was an event celebrating Women's History Month. So, all things women. And literally the rhetoric, the narrative, the everything was this whole, as women, you are strong, you are independent, you are this, and you can do things on your own. And I sat there and I cringed the whole entire time. And I thought to myself, we can't get married. There is nobody out here that becomes a wife without someone, and if you are of tradition, without a man asking you to be wife, right? You cannot get pregnant. You can't ever become a mother unless there is a man contributing to that piece. And on and on and on and on. So I just don't understand how this energy of independence has taken this stance of isolation. Because you can be independent in a couple.
Yeah, they say Dion is here asking the exact question.
Yep,
Where independent means alone.
Right. I don't understand why it has. Well, okay. Let me reframe what I'm saying. I understand how we've gotten to this point because of the narratives of feminism and empowerment and all of that. But it is disheartening that women are saying these things, perpetuating all of that stereotypes, and not recognizing the damage.
And Taraji, we talked about Taraji a couple times,
Yeah.
It's all real good till you go shovel your own snow and all that, right? But hey, out there.
But I mean, hold on, real quick. We
killing the cockroaches though. Sorry.
Yeah. But real quick, I just want to read Beijing Erica. She could have a man in the house laying on the couch. And Lashpa, thank you very much for joining us. Please give us a like, comment. Well, you're commenting, but give us a like and a subscription if you're so inclined. I'm pretty sure she has a man, says Lashpa. No.
Interesting.
Even if she does have a man, You want to be independent, right? You want equality, right? Go out there and shovel snow. It's your turn. It just happens that the snowfall was heavy, but you're dead. That's all I mean.
Sorry.
Let's get number 39, Neil. You would have sent me this one, and they felt it necessary to bring this one to the fore tonight. Number 39. Folks, again, hit the like button. You know, that is the cost of admission tonight. This is episode 200, and we cranking still with the fan submission. So let me know when you're ready, Neil. Let's go forward. We've got two young ladies standing on the deck for those of you who are having it queued up.
All right, so we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and we good. We good to go. All right, let me get it. Yeah, let me get it. 3, 2, 1.
Have you ever cheated before?
Not with another human.
What do you mean?
I cheated on my boyfriend with his dog. It was a golden retriever.
I mean, how did your boyfriend find out?
He opened the door and I was in the doggy position with his doggy.
Oh, okay. Oh, you crazy.
What? You know, there are some things that might end friendships. And these types of things being sent.
Come on, Dr. Kerry, man, look. Dr. Kerry, listen. If I am still here next to Derek, you can stiffen your upper lip. You could continue. You know, God get triggering, man.
Madness.
You can let a woman and a dog stand behind a golden retriever. Man, you idiot. Come on.
My real question is, the done?
What?
Marc,
they did.
The question that.
The done. And if
still
done,
together.
If the done, he get rid of the dog. Cause
I was about to say, I done it with she. Are you finessing the dog?
If my best friend for me, we are no longer best friends. He has essentially said,
and that's Marc's.
And that's supposed to be Marc's best friend. So he keep the woman and the dog, and they are now in a interspecies relationship. Because if she do it, because I can tell you that is not the first time. You cannot comfortably say it. You cannot comfortably say your boyfriend, the one time that you decide to let the golden retriever up the shit out of you is the fourth time that your man catch you.
But let me ask,
you have to be very comfortable.
But I got
lost.
But I have a question, right? I have a legit question. At one point, Derek and I is always say, thoughts come and go. We call them intrusive thoughts. You have thoughts that come and go. They range from all sorts of things, right? Yeah, brain fart. But at one point, at what point? But there was at no point she realized that her decision was bad. But I just talking in general. How you get to the decision and say, like, you mean you got your pants down, you're in the doggy style, and the dog trying to hump you? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing here?
I can't even envision that.
No.
Like, you don't think at some point, you don't figure like,
how do you become a rose?
What
how are you a rose?
How we get here? There's got to have me like, yep, that's me. But you're wondering how it got. Like, at some point, you got to take a third person view of the situation and ask yourself, we ready about here, dog? What you doing?
Dog. You just do it weird, dog. For me, my thing is always, look, if that's your thing and you into the BCRs, you think, cool. But why do you feel the need
to tell people
come on somebody's camera to tell the word?
Man, Derek, I pause it to you. If you're willing to cheat on a man with his dog,
you'll do anything.
You're liable to do anything. You're capable of anything.
We live in the world of acceptance of everything.
Yeah.
But who accepting that other than the bestiality community, the 4 people? Other than the 4 Reddit users as food dogs, who else accepted this here?
Give me 40, man. Let's crack on.
Poor lassie.
Poor lassie. Which one is 40?
The lady is sitting down in front of Mike.
I've seen this one already.
Sat it up and stuff.
Already know this gonna be bad.
I've seen this one already. I've been in the streets.
I've been in the streets.
Rianne, you good? You ready? You got it? Queue up and thing? All right, let me go in 3, 2, 1.
I just value my respect of anything. Yeah. Period.
So you ain't go to Dubai, let a nigga shit on you for a honey cake? Got him. Hold on. Wait.
100K is 100K now. 100K is 100K. I'm
That's what prostitution looks like in real time.
You can let me, but hold on. But let me talk. I talk to everybody on the panel and the people in the chat, right? I'm gonna let a little dookie met you an idiot between $100,000.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Come on. No. Let me ask you. All right, hold on. We've all been shitted on by like birds and stuff like that. By birds. Relax.
That's whatever this is going.
Right. Is it that? Where's the line? Oh, if a bird shit
did you purposely get shit on by the bird? Did you stand on a tree and say, hey, Mr. Bird?
Right.
Hold on. I know what he asked.
I can guarantee you, when that bird shit on you, all you get was good luck.
But that's a good luck. But hold on. But that's the good luck. But that's the good luck. The good luck translates into 100K. I know that I wouldn't do it, but I just asking the other people when I can really make a little dookie, just a little dookie.
Yes.
And you can show it the shirt. If you get it on you, you could bathe. You can use like Lysol.
Right.
Right. But $100,000
right after you.
I mean,
right after you.
I see. It's gonna be dark web. Yeah, that's some repugnant. That's some repugnant shit. I don't know. I can't.
People are not afraid to say these things in public.
On camera.
But there's another thing too, right? Like
Marlon is asking, what is a little salmonella between friends?
Yeah. So you just gotta spend our money in doctor fees and things, but that's all right. But listen, here's the thing though. What I don't understand is that I think there are certain responses. I've never like thought about being shitted on or ever, but I feel like there are certain things that when asked, the answer is immediate. Would you get shit off? Would you get shit off for $100,000? No. Would you get shit off for $1 billion? No. Like, no. Right?
Well, like what that, right, is the precursor to that. The precursor, my girl was saying, yeah, I value my dignity and respect. I haven't even asked you about this. The thing is,
hey, man,
$100,000 is, get this, shake money. $100,000. I'm gonna pause long so like, yo.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do this here, yeah.
So we know that her dignity and her self-respect and everything got a price. Yeah, got a price.
That's a price for sure.
And then here, let me keep pressing all for us. Let's get 41. This guy was hilarious to me, so I thought I'd put him in here. Just we can have a laugh.
All right, as I queue it up, put some ones in the chat if you would get shit on for $100,000. Anyhow, there we go. Everybody ready? We good to go?
Man, let's go.
All right, so let's get it in 3, 2, 1.
Hello? I don't even care if I can talk. Last night after I give you 3 rounds of cocky, you drop asleep, you start. I'm going on your phone. Yeah, me peel back your eye and me open your phone. I'm going there, me see one WhatsApp chat group. It says hot girl shit. So me go in there and me type, guess where I'm at? You know what them say? Oh, that's easy. With Bigwood Ricky. And next one said, Ricky. And the next one said, Ricky, duh. So more I know. Who's Ricky? Who's Bigwood Ricky? Eh? Because your man named Charles, me named Sean. So where Ricky come from? Who named Ricky? You're wicked. You are wicked. It's me and Charles. Where Ricky come from? Yeah? Big good Ricky. Where Ricky come from? Where Ricky come from? Yeah?
That is brilliant. That's brilliant.
I
said your man named Charles.
And Charles, where Ricky come from? Where Ricky come from?
My name is Ricky.
Not just Ricky, you know. Not just Ricky.
Big Wood Ricky. Big Wood Ricky.
Big Wood Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky causing problems in the dad. Let me get 42 days.
Yeah,
because this next one, Yeah, outside.
Outside, yes.
This one is from Coach Greg Adams, right? So what we can gotta do is, because there are like a couple clips in this 2 minutes and 19 seconds, so we may gotta watch and stop, then restart, or we could watch the whole 2 minutes, but hopefully we don't forget saying. So we can make a decision. We can watch and stop. I think that might be the best.
Yeah, watch and stop. We can watch and stop.
Let's watch and stop.
All right. So let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1.
My husband says he's upset with me because, in his words, "Sweetie, you need to stop spending so much money on DoorDash. Ordering it 3 times a day is not appropriate, and we need to start living within our means." Honey, it sounds like you have an income problem, not that I have a spending problem. Start earning more money and we won't have these issues. So I took his credit card that we share and I booked a vacation for my daughter Richard and I. We're staying in a hotel tonight and I hope he enjoys that I charged $8,000 to his credit card. Make more money, darling.
PSA for all my single ladies going into 2023.
Let me get pause.
That's a bit old.
Yeah, it's a bit old, right? But ladies, shoot, anybody, do not take nobody credit card and use it without their express permission and knowledge, because you're setting yourself up for bad things. For bad things, a lawsuit, and the entitlement of you need to earn more money. But how much is enough for you? I'm just saying that's his battle for sure.
Because that I can tell you that child looked about what, couple months. Yeah. That red flag was flying. That was like a Chinese parade. I feel bad that the woman dainty pockets but it run. But you have to see that coming.
Yeah.
In the immortal words of Dr. Kerry's countryman, the esteemed Adidja Palmer, Duppy no hoofy frightened.
I would have gone with another one, but that's I would have gone with another song, but that's all right.
What song would you go with, Marc?
You tap my things and you tap my money too. So tap buddy too.
You mean? That's right. I sure you don't want 8K. I can tell you that. The inner no.
Anyhow, let me continue. Let's press on.
Let's continue.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Go.
We're now liking men for money and not for their personality or who they are, because that's gotten us nowhere, and we keep letting medium ugly men get our hopes up and disturb our peace, and that's no longer the move.
Right. Pause there. So when I get pashy, right? My lady is saying that she medium brought men disturb her chi or whatever and whatever. What do you think about that, Rianne? What do you think about what do you think about that?
I mean, I think she's crazy, because come on, like, one, I think you should get involved with somebody because you love them, you care about them, you respect them, you want to be with them, not because of money.
Money dealing with that, Rianne.
Honestly, I personally think that if you want something, you go and buy it. If you can't afford to go buy it, that's on you. That's not on the man that you're with. Right? And you cannot expect the man to buy everything that you want when you can go out and make your own money. To me, that is an unrealistic expectation, especially if everybody want to talk about equality and women make this and we make. Go make your own money. A man is not there to put money on your lap. That's not his purpose. That's not his purpose. I'm not saying he shouldn't have, that he shouldn't make money and he should contribute. That's not what I'm saying, because he has to, right? But don't look for him to, especially in this day and age when things are so hard. Everybody got to work. The woman got to work. The man got to work. Everybody got to provide for each other. You know, unless you marry a wealthy man, unless you marry, LeBron, like y'all like to talk about a lot, you got to share expenses. Everybody got to make money in this day and age. Everybody got to contribute to the household. It's just the way how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I know what to say to that.
Women dealing with that.
I would have sent you my response.
Characteristics when they dealing with that.
Oh, Marc sent me a response. I think it's only prudent that I put this out real quick. Just give me two. Let me.
Another clip has entered the chat.
let me just get this on screen here real quick. And I can put it on for the people. This is Marc's response, ladies and gentlemen. And it reads, "Stop hiding prostitution under I don't date broke guys. Simply state your price and see who's willing to pay." Yep. This is why we waited until 200 to bring on Marc, because we know that
country games you will win country prices.
Yeah, we know a thing. Anyhow, let me press on.
Press on.
All right, so let me go. 3, 2, 1.
I want to hook up with as many men as possible.
Hell yeah.
Which, here's the thing. I wouldn't do that in college because one, I got chlamydia, and two, the frat guys don't try to make you come. I didn't have my first orgasm until after my freshman year of college, and that was after I had a decent sized body count for being a freshman.
That's a tough freshman year. Chlamydia and the frat guys don't make you come. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Pause.
I love it. It's a pretty freshman year.
She got her C's mixed up.
All right.
She got her C's mixed up.
Listen. I can just say this, right? Because I think we can all be in unison in this, right? Ladies and gentlemen, particularly ladies, right? Like men doing it too, but let me talk to people. You see when the video light come on, you see when the mic hot, you see when the camera's on, the lights bright. Yeah, everything that is left your mouth. There is something to be said for discretion. You just readily admit, one, you had a high body count. Two, you want to sleep, you want to whore out yourself, you want to be up the streets. And two, you had chlamydia. What's the benefit here?
What is that necessary for us to know?
You want to be relatable? Because somebody listening to her will then find her on her social media and message her and say, well, since you had such a bad experience there, let me make it up to you, whatever. And she will respond and say, okay, I'm game. Let's go. There is that one person.
Goes down in the DMs. It goes down in
Hold on. I gotta read this thing by Erica. Erica says, and I think this is to the previous video that we watched. Many broken women that got hurt by the men they love end up with the you can at least get some money mentality. What I would say to that is, you wait late. Well, apart from that, you wait late to get standards. Because
I'm saying,
if your mentality is to go into the relationship saying, let me at least go with some money, that professional older than time.
That's one of the dumbest things. All right.
Anyhow, we press on.
I have to say that I love Erica's attempt to shift the accountability from the broken women to the men that they loved, right? And without us recognizing that these ladies are, going about their own actions of their own volition. So somebody hurt you and you decide, you know what, let me just loose about myself for money. Right. And the person who hurt you is supposed to be responsible and accountable for that. As opposed to you saying, hey, I was hurt. That's how it goes. Let me work on myself so that therapy. All the self-love and all that. That's
probably where they're using the men to get the money to pay for your therapy.
Okay, gotcha. Let's press on then, if that's the case.
There are cheaper alternatives.
I'm saying.
All
right, well, let me press on then. Let me talk to my woman here in your kitchen. 3, 2, 1, go.
I hear all the time that talk about pretty girls and how they're never approached. And it's true. Like, I was just out at a bar. Black men were there. None of them talked to my friends and I. All pretty girls, black girls, none. And it's like, people say, finding someone to have sex with you, to take you out to eat, to compliment you is not hard. I can go on these apps clearly and find someone that's ready to have sex with me tonight, right now, without even knowing my last name. Literally does not know if I've just got rid of an STD yesterday, but is definitely willing to have sex with me right now. But finding someone that is willing to check on me when I say I'm having a bad day, that's too much. And it's just so frustrating because it's like, I'm just myself. I don't know what else to do.
All right, I think that's the end of the video, but I think that this is that's a good note to end on with this video because we got two attractive young women here, and I think I know Dr. Kerry, we would have had conversations on being approached. Rianne, we would have had not as in-depth conversation, but in passing, we would have, in years past talked about things. Is it really that hard for men approaching? Why aren't men approaching? What was, if you go out, you look nice, you got the nice hairdo, you got the nice dress, whatever, face beat back. You go into the bar and nobody is approaching. Why is that?
I think it could be for a few reasons. I feel sometimes, especially when women are in groups, when women travel with a lot of other women, I find men don't approach because then it's not just their opinion, it's the girlfriend's input that they have to compete with as well. So I find men don't really approach in groups. Another thing is, I feel like men, actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
Dr. Kerry, offer a word, because
question.
Trust me, Marc, Derek, we know the answer, but it's still always good to hear from the women in these spaces.
So I agree with Rianne's point about the group effect. When it's too large a group, it's like your whole squad is rolling, which is like, who do you actually approach? And in just merely observing your group, you know how it goes. Some of us have some of those friends who you shouldn't ever go out public with. And so men size you up.
Lucky dealer.
Men size those things up. Men, I really, I say this often. Women do not give men enough credit and respect. Men size situations up like that. Based on who you're hanging with, how you're dressed, and how you're carrying yourself. They know if you fall into the category of smash tonight, talk to her, go out on a date with, or marry. That's kind of the three categories I think of when I think of a man sizing a woman up. So the group effect is one thing. I also think in terms of just the relationships that you guys have talked about on this channel so often, the energies that we bring as Black men and Black women, and how horrific some of the experiences have been with dating each other. And so sometimes we just don't want to bother to approach to even bother to go down that situation again, given how you're behaving in that particular environment. So those are some of the things I can think of. But
let me read this comment from Erica. Erica is saying, men approaching, they're not committing. Well, before you get there, Marc, I just saying Dion's sticking up for me and saying, no, so Erica, they actually aren't approaching for something serious. For dancing, sure, but not for serious things. It's hard to approach a person regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. Women rarely approach, so we don't understand the dynamic. Marc, no, we've been around the block. Derek, you as well. You could speak to this a bit. Why we ain't approaching? Why men don't approach? Is it to be intimidated by women?
There's that plays a part of it in it. Sorry, but it's a numbers game on both sides. On both sides, it's a numbers game, especially if you go into the club. General rule of thinking in the club is you're not going to the club to find your wife. You're not.
You're in the love of the club, man. Jeez,
you're not. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Right.
But that is the exception, not the rule. You're going to the club, release some stress, probably chat a girl up, dance, whatever. If a number comes from it and you smash that night, so be it. If you get the number and it goes into put it in the Rolodex for later, fine. But generally, men are not looking for love in the club. Looking for a good time, whatever. The group dynamic the group dynamic plays a part in it. And again, as Dr. Kerry was said, you size up who to talk to. You already, you know who you know your type, so you know what to look for. So then you got to battle the crowd to get to that person. And let's say that person turns out to be the shy one in the group. You're gonna have the overprotector. That's going to shoo you away. Because we even got a video in our chat the other day where the woman was pushing away the man coming to talk to her friend. That's something that we have to navigate. Then on the other side, in 2023, it's a numbers game, as in how much you have in your wallet. So men already know, if I go to, against, let's take Rihanna. I've seen Rihanna. Rihanna's my good friend. Rihanna is always on point, hair done, makeup, boom, boom, boom. The average man is not going to go and talk to Rihanna because he's going to look at Rihanna and go like, okay.
Out of my bracket.
Out of my bracket. We will risk because men, at the end of the day, just cast a white net. We understand what category we boxing. If it's lightweight, heavyweight, featherweight, whatever. Sometimes you might go up a weight class and you might box and see what happens, but inevitably you might lose it and you come back down. You say, well, I tried.
And for me,
I'm Mama Holla and Rianne, and then I'm not saying this is Rianne, but Rianne may also have her assumptions of how the man approaches. How is he moving in the fight? Is he the loud, boisterous one that always drunk? Really talking about myself here, but let me forget about that. Or is he the tall, brooding one like Neil in the back of the fight? What is her type? So I might go and approach Rianne, and I may not be Rianne's type. It might be Neil. So she's more looking for Neil, and trust me, women know who they want to dance with when they go. Like we know this from partying. Women always know who they're looking at, who they want to. What is happening now is that men are more aware of where they fit in the eyes of women. So we know Rihanna always on point. Chances are she got her shit together. Rihanna probably come in a big car, probably got a big house. I can't deal with that. Let me go over here by the other woman that got off. She's in the club. I put an L in vodka. It's simple. The numbers game.
All right, I can give my. You want to give your take?
Like, do women then? So then, women who have their shit together, do they then miss out on good relationships for men not approaching them?
All right.
Yeah. I think the challenge is because to Dion's point here, when he can be seen as harassing or something along those lines, where he play that game. Exactly. That's the problem.
That's exactly it.
You've said, don't approach me. We see the videos of the men in the gyms. They're approaching the gym as a creep. Shoot, sometimes the men even looking at them, but end up on TikTok or Instagram or whatever being called a creep, right? So I can't talk to you at work because that's harassment. Can't talk to you in the gym. That's harassment.
Can't talk to you at the
club. That's harassment. You go to the supermarket. That's harassment. Men have discovered, hey,
everything is harassment.
Everything is harassment. I am waiting for you to give me a choosing signal. And unless this choosing signal is as clear as it knows on your face, I ain't stepping to you because I ain't looking to end up.
You know who lives by that creed? You know who lives by that creed? Barber Boy, Kurt.
Correct.
Kurt has always said, whenever he goes out, he does not dance with anybody. One, he doesn't dance with anybody he doesn't know, and he's not dancing with anybody that doesn't come over to him. Just on the fact that I have been going to him for better part of 20 years, and he has said that from then. He ain't going to get embarrassed in no club. He can just sit and wait, and you can come and dance.
And that's the next part of it too, Neil, Mark. The embarrassment factor of it, because you could get this getting turned on, and then this getting humiliated with it,
and then everybody got a camera. Everybody got a camera phone. Yeah, everything is on social media.
We have seen videos of that men approach women trying to go walk up behind a woman. The woman just walk away and kind of things.
From the Caribbean, but not only the walk away there, you get stink. Look, don't stink. Look, no, I'm gonna say this right. No. Based on the physical metrics, women would say that they want a tall man, they want man look a sort of way, whatever, right? I think I fall into some of those categories, right? Like tall, and bald on the eyes, etc., etc., etc. I have approached women before, the 1 or 2 times that I've done it, and I get the stink, look back, what going on, what you hear, right? it is not that the woman finds you attractive. It all depends on the woman's mood.
Mm-hmm.
And if it depends on the woman's mood, and that is something as variable as stars in the sky, yeah, why would I approach? It is and that's why I say all the time, do not slide in no random woman DMs. Do not approach no woman. Don't do it. Why? Because at the end of the day, you do not know what frame of mind she is. As Derek said, there are choosing signals. There will always be an opportunity. A woman will tell you, if a woman is interested in you and she want you, she can let you know. If you are in a fet and you position yourself in a way that she could see you, or she give you the look from across the club or whatever, you can know. But to just take it upon yourself to go and walk up on a woman or holler at a woman in effect, you could as well be playing with a loaded gun. You could as well be playing Russian roulette with all chambers loaded, hoping that one can be blank. Because you're setting up yourself for disaster. And to deal on Erica's point where they were talking about the frustration women have in the lack of courtship today, in today's dating age, and men only looking for something quick and easy like sex. Why are you going to bars and clubs looking for your husband? Why are you going on social media? Are you going on Tinder? Are you going on all of these things looking for your husband? I ain't saying it don't happen for some people. Shoot, I know a couple that got married based on a social media platform, right? It has happened, but that is the exception. It is not the rule. You're going into the club. You're going into places where there's alcohol, loud music, and bad decisions. Are you hoping to come up with a life partner? And bad lighting. Are you hoping to come up with a life partner and vex that nobody ain't approaching?
Air goggles is real.
I just saying, yes, there can be an argument or a debate about the courting element of things going through the door based on social media and the instantaneous matter of things and how people prioritizing sex and sexuality, sexualization of women, etc. But my question is, why are you going into bars and clubs looking for your future husband, looking for a man to pick you and court you? What the man gonna do? Buy you a drink and try to talk over loud music? Like, drink. You understand? The man gonna whisper in the air like with the Yin Yang twins. Man gonna come and whisper in the air, and the man gonna buy you a drink, and then what? I do not know. When I was a little man, a younger man, I say, I would, one, not call approach no woman, and two, I ain't picking up no woman in no club. I've done it before. I've broken that rule, and I'm still single. So it don't work. You ain't gonna find your wife in a club. You ain't gonna find your wife in a thing. I ain't saying it can't happen, but if you go into a club and a bar, you gonna with you girls and say, I gonna find Mr. Right tonight. In the den of iniquity, you gonna find your husband? You gonna find your man? You gonna find your lover, your partner?
I want you to note what she also said too. She said she could find people to have sex with tonight. People that ain't concerned with she last name. And I want us to be mindful of the point. Well, women in particular, to be mindful of the point that there's sexual attention from men and then there's other attention from men. And too often women think because somebody can hit it,
that they can stick around.
They can stick, but not around.
I heard one today, skeet and retreat. Man, look at the skeet and retreat.
That's the first.
Yeah, I heard that today. That's not mine. I heard that on a podcast that I was listening to today. Skeet and retreat.
I will say though.
Go ahead, Rianne. Sorry.
Oh, I will say though, Neil, that I find even talking to girlfriends, they still prefer a man to approach them.
That's the problem.
So
But hold on. There's nothing wrong in a man approaching, you know. But a man would approach at church. A man would approach in the supermarket. A man can approach at a county fair. A man can approach at a let's call it a farmer's market. Men would approach in the right situations and right things. A man would feel more inclined to approach. But one, you got low music.
Supermarket, I'm being approached.
Good. One, you got loud music. Two, you got alcohol. Three, you got bad lighting. Four, you were all you girls. Right?
The man is stepping into that.
And you expect a man to step and say, baby, first things first, and we've covered this in this space at this point ad nauseum, right? Like, what you could come and say, if I come and say, Hi, good evening. My name is Neil. I find you very attractive. Was just wondering. Simp.
Horny.
All right. So you can't approach it, yeah, my girl. I barely like to bend you over and can't do that. That's too much. Right? So now if I come and say, so now if I come
forward with that though.
But why getting forward for? Then my wife. That's action. Then that if I come and say, my girl, the pum pum fat, I look at the woman be like, take my number, but then a woman to carry on, mommy. You understand? That is a I can use it. Retreat. Yeah, skeet a retreat. That's the skeet a retreat. But my last point on this is, you first things first. I want women to appreciate the fact that men, when it comes to these types of situations, are putting their chips all in. When we choose to approach, we are putting our chips all in. And we basically at the crapshoot or whatever deal. Whatever mood you in, whatever vibe you in, whatever. Right? Meet us halfway. Right? One, don't be looking for love in the club. You understand? The club is for fun, it's for frivolity. That's what you're looking for. If you want action, get in the club. But if you're looking for meaningful relationships, and even if you see someone that you like in the club and you're saying, "Cha boy, I like how that man move," or whatever, like position yourself in a manner and a way to do that. I remember Dr. Kerry told me a very funny story when she went out and a man approached her, right? And Dr. Kerry admittedly said that she was rough, but the man, it was like, "Kadir, the shark can't carry it in love." But that was rough. That's rough to all, right? And the man, and to me, the man approach wasn't thing. But just because Dr. Kerry wasn't interested, the man ain't getting to play, right? So that's an example of it is dependent on the woman. Shut it down. So once men understand that it is dependent on the woman, meet me halfway. Kadir, you want men approach, but what are you doing for men to approach? And when I approach now, you want the men approaching, and your friends say, "Look, go for my place, little boy. Man, want that here. Go for my place." Who you want? So either walk but with a big huge sign on you saying 6 foot plus 8 inch.
Hey man. I'm on the phone. Hey man, what are you doing?
Brother man, I just saying.
Hey man,
see Erica in the chat here asking where you find husbands. They are not at church, workplaces, mostly female. In the supermarket. Hold on. You gotta be willing to gain that coin and characters if you don't mind it there.
Erica, the men are out there. Are you looking for the husband? Or are you only looking for the husband when you dolled up and in the club? Because they're saying in Coleman, characters.
She's saying workplace is mostly female, but you know, and I would have drawn this analogy before. Anything you see at NTW truck or waterworks truck is mostly men punning.
Lots.
So you gotta look at which workplace. But anyhow, what's this 10:27 in Barbados, the rest of Eastern Caribbean? I was saying I want to be done by 10:30, but I got a few more that I need to get done, just for the triggering. So we crack on with 43.
We at 43. All right.
Wait, which one's that?
Lady Buddy Mike.
Yeah. Lady, yeah.
Just for the caption, I don't even want.
I ain't read the caption yet. I purposely don't read the caption.
Even the caption, they don't want to watch this now.
Right?
Let's go.
But before we get into it, please give us a like. If you like what we're putting down, it's our 200th, man. Shoot. Ain't gonna be because you're liking the corner. It's 200. We make it 200.
Correct.
Just give me a like, a subscription, ain't a kill. Anyhow, we ready, boys and girls?
Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so listen, you guys. So here's the DM, okay? It says basically, "Hey, Didi, don't say my name because I don't want to tear my family apart just yet, okay?" It says, "My uncle died, and I was in charge of cleaning out his apartment because my mom and dad, they live out of town. When they came in town for the funeral, he was saying they don't have time to clean out his uncle's apartment. So he says, I found some old DVDs while cleaning out his apartment. He said, I took them home to get a good laugh. He said they were porn DVDs that he takes home. He said, I took them home because I thought my girlfriend and I could get a good laugh. He says, well, it's a big mistake. Number one, they were tapes of him. And he says, that was totally gross to see a younger version of my uncle banging out chicks. But then he says, number two, he realized that one of the chicks was his mom. Yes. Okay. Well, he says, yes, my mom and uncle at one point had sex, right? And he says they taped it, and he's like, wow. He goes on to say, I'm not sure if this was before my dad came along, but since they were brothers, my dad had to be around somewhere. He says, I know this was in the 90s because on the TV in the background, it had Arsenio Hall show on. So So he says, Didi, I'm disgusted. Should I confront my mom and say I've seen this sex tape? Do I ask my dad about it and tell him, or does he take it to the grave? What do y'all think he should do?
All right, choose me for 100. What I think you should do, what I think the brother should do is, one, you need to ask your mommy if that's your uncle or your daddy. That's number one. Number two, I would not bring it to your father. I wouldn't bring it to your father. Honestly,
let that go alone. Tell that to your grave.
I was just about to say it. Not getting in my grave here.
That's big people things.
That's hey man. What?
My question is, my thing is, when you playing the first one, you realize was your uncle. Why you keep watching?
What are you watching?
Why you keep watching?
Why are you still watching?
Why are you still watching?
That's a very good question.
No, like no.
No. Hold on. We have very short memories. In this show, we had a woman that literally took off her clothes, bent over, and let a golden retriever have sex with her. And at no point she thought that was anything to do to stop or anything like that. People are depraved. So who are we to talk about this man and watching his uncle? Mama says, let me see Unc get it in.
No.
And then up pops, mommy.
I will bleach. I will put bleach to my eyes. No.
Our family.
But
first instance,
yeah,
this is the uncle. I would have been like, yeah.
But you know how vexed it would be, right?
He watching his uncle dick down some woman at RT,
But that's the thing, you know. You got a called no boy ain't got a DVD player knocking about. So you gotta go and look for a DVD player.
Yeah.
You gotta hook up that DVD player. You gotta find a TV that
hey man, your mama have a PlayStation. Mama have a PlayStation.
But hey, I don't know what the man got from where he got. All they saying is that he went through a lot of work to see his uncle dick down with me. So
God have mercy.
Next time, just
shit, man.
Bury it with uncle. I ain't know what to tell you.
All right, Neil, I can skip 44 because that's a little long and I don't want it to kind of shift the mood because that's a little bit more serious. So give me 45.
Jesus Christ.
Give me 45.
The nails?
46.
The nails?
Yes, with the nails. Yeah, you can't shame me.
All right. We in for penny, in for pound. Let me get it. 3, 2, 1.
In my comment section talking about you're a hoe, you slept with your Lyft driver. I would sleep with your deadbeat daddy if you knew where he was. That homeboy you buried 2 weeks ago, he could get the nookie cookie too. Fuck are you talking about? Y'all cannot shame me into feeling weird about some shit I'm comfortable in discussing. And I'm not a hoe. I am a whore. Add 3 E's behind that motherfucking R because I earned it. That shit stands for effective, euphoric, and exciting as fuck. And I think my promiscuity only offends so many people because it reminds you that even though you would not pick me, I can easily get what it is that you wish that you had from a motherfucker that'll never want you. And to all the women that was like, you're not ashamed to put all your business out there, I created a motherfucking grade book just to give women the goddamn template. And y'all modesty is not a threat nor a flex to the fact that I like to have fun. Y'all be so motherfucking bored and miserable. Y'all be trying to gaslight the rest of us into believing that we're doing too much. Bitch, just catch up and shut up. Before y'all go, oh, that's why y'all got BV and STDs. Y'all be catching shit from the motherfucker you've been sleeping with since you were fucking 18. Hush that fucking fuss.
Yo, I think this is a top 5 video I see for year. This is number 5.
Girl.
This is so hard. The woman is shaming modesty.
Yes.
And being conservative. Being a prude. The woman shaming that. The woman say your deadbeat daddy could get it. That hard.
I want you to realize
if you can find him.
If you could find it, right.
If you can find him.
My girl said, her promiscuity bothers people because she's able to get what other people think she can't get and what they want. And this goes back to the video before when it's like there's a difference between a man's sexual attention and a man's relationship attention. I've said it several times. Men will hate most things. Men don't know. It's called getting lucky for a reason. So if it's like, shoot, I could get some, this is low hanging fruit. Let me get here. And that's what she's not processing. I really do hope that she does not fast forward 10 years and be like, really good men gone. I would like to get a man. Why I can't find a husband? As Erica asking here, like, where the husbands is. Because then somebody should remind her of this video.
I personally think, I actually disagree with you, part of what you just said. I think she does know she's well aware of what she want or what she don't want. She don't want a husband. She only thinking for right now. I don't think she want a husband right now. She don't need anyone. She just want to have fun. She just popping it, dropping it for anybody that come. And the woman said what she said, that with the ease, but euphoric and exciting and all these things. Yeah, she just bought fun. She just bought fun. But what I do agree with what you said is the wall is undefeated. By the time build that wall, and let me tell you, she done lick it down. I ain't know how old that woman is. She could be mid-20s. She done gone through the wall. She in somebody's living room right now, park up. You understand? So it's all fine and good to say that you want to have fun and you, whosoever may come, could get it. That sounds sweet. That sounds good in a vacuum, right? But when you shoveling snow by yourself, another the deadbeat man can't come and help you. And you saying, child boy, men only come in to hit, but literally climbing over the snow to get out, and they go shovel the driveway. That you, sweet girl. That you. When you want somebody comfort you, that you. You understand? I don't know what the women got to say about it. I mean,
I don't even know how to feel about this at all.
She wailing and happy. I don't
yeah,
know.
she just
woman happy. Hey, the woman, and that's the thing, I want to be clear. We're not saying that not to do you, If that's what you calling is, do you. But don't come and confuse the place out men in the good. Don't do that. Don't come and say, oh, where the good men gone? I can't find a man with the husbands. Don't do that, Don't come and confuse the place telling men about your problems.
And I agree with you.
But you know what happened. You know what happened.
I agree with you on that point, Neil, because this goes back to that identity piece that I was talking about earlier. If you identify in a particular way and publicly say out loud, this is how I identify with all these E's, right? The man who is about the commitment, like Erica and Dion were talking about in the chat, will quickly be like, all right, no, and keep it moving. And she will fall back on the men who are just about all those E's, right? Yeah. And that will just be it. And then she'll be talking about, where are all the good men? Well, they have already dismissed you based on how you claim you identify. They don't want somebody who identifies in that way.
Actually, I posit to you that the good men came, but they came and left.
Your digital footprint is so important, and I don't think a lot of people recognize how important it is. People just feel you could post anything but line. The internet will be forever,
Yeah, because
ever.
I mean, if she did that in the 90s without all this internet, she could get away with it.
She'd be away with it. She'd be all right.
But not blasting everything all over the internet like that.
Yeah.
Like you just told everybody that, you lose.
Loose.
Which is another Mikey song. We lose again. We lose.
Yeah, man. Let me get 46, people. Let's get 46. This is a little longer, but this lady, she calls a guy he's having this conversation recorded there. Man, let me just watch this video. I won't give you much context. Let me just watch the video.
This is all with a cell phone in the hand?
Yes, cell phone in hand.
See, this is the okie door, right? When Derek started explaining this, so no, let me just watch it. This is the okie door. Right? Anyhow, we ready, boys and girls? All right, let me get it in 3, 2, 1.
After we talk, why would you keep inboxing her? Why you keep texting her? What's that about, bro?
It's nothing. After you told me that was your shorty, I fell back. It was that simple. It's that simple.
No, it's not. Clearly it's not, bro. I came to you man to man. Just like I'm coming to you now. I came to you man to man, letting you know what the situation was, and I go through her phone. I see you once again.
Bro, she just said
that. Don't you understand, bro?
Man,
Hey, man, look at me when I'm talking to you, man.
Man, listen to this. I respect y'all relationship, and I'm going to leave it at that. The whole thing was, when I seen her, I didn't know she was with you. They said she was with Ash. They said that.
She don't even mess with dudes. So what you pressing her for, man?
What do you mean? She had a dress on. You said you talking to me man to man. Now I'm confused. You confusing me now. You said she don't talk to dudes, but you calling me talking about you want to holler at me man to man.
You being funny, bro.
No, I'm confused. You said, all right. Clearly she mess with dudes. Or she want to mess with dudes. Maybe she confused. I don't know.
Nah, clearly she don't want you in her inbox, bruh. I'm gonna tell you this just like
No, you don't want me in her inbox. Let's keep it a buck. No. Let's keep it a buck. You don't want me in her inbox. It's not her. Because she ain't the one calling me. How you even get my number? No, I ain't on that. I ain't on that. No, I ain't on that. I'm just saying. On the real, I'm just saying on the real. Like, I didn't know it was your shorty. And if I did, if I knew, I'm telling you like this, if I knew that was your shorty, I would have fell back. And it's simple. It's clear as day. I'm not on that no more. Exactly. And don't be calling my phone because I don't even know how you got my number. It could have been. What you mean? Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. You ain't my mama.
Right. I think it is important for me to state that woman that is on the phone, she's a comedian and she's actually quite funny. And that could be a skit, could be well acted, etc. But I just want to point out that this is not beyond the realm of possibility. This could be a very true thing that has happened. And I think the overarching message there is Marc is killing himself with love. But I think that men, you gotta be cognizant of who the woman got, whether it's another woman or a man. You don't try to Marc try to be professional, man. Sit up, Marc. Come on, man. Be professional, Marc. Come on now. Jesus Christ. It got a shit.
It was a matter of time.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder she's gonna go fist fight the man. Like, what was man?
Yeah, man.
Man, bro.
And I telling you, she is a small. She and she is like 5 foot, maybe 3, and maybe being generous, 99 pounds.
Why is she harassed? Why is she harassing this Ben Clay Thompson? Why is she doing that? Why? The thing is, for the first couple of seconds of that video, had me so good. I really thought it was a man.
Yeah.
That's not a man. That's not a man.
Many background reason.
Yeah. What was it? Right. There is something that we could glean from this, though. There is something to be gleaned from this.
Yeah, for sure. If you not be calling into anybody. If somebody in you girl DMs and you girl interested, because he made the point. Look, it's not that she don't want me and she DMs. You don't want me and she DMs. Right? If somebody in you girl DMs and she interested and she want to go along that way, let she go along, fellas.
Yeah.
Don't call
it. This goes for cheating. This goes for anything. Don't call it the outside man or the potential outside man, or call it the body. That's an internal.
Don't cut the woman as a woman.
Yeah. Tell the man.
I swear that was a man. I had to run it back.
Yeah. Talk about you all on my dick. Nah, sweetheart.
Right.
No, that's not how that works.
What is, and this is again the stuff that we were talking about in transgender situation. Womanhood is just all sorts of skewed.
But my thing is, suppose she went down there to have a fight with this man, and the man beat her.
It won't be a fight.
She's gonna turn up a court in a dress.
So I'm trying to
get
Hey.
Would it be abuse against a woman? Would it be a man or a man?
Like, no. Well, how I say it is, if you come down here at me to talk about and you want to put hands on me, you got I just saying, I can't man, woman, boy, dog, it don't matter. You come at me though. I just saying. I see Dion saying she has a lesbian friend who told her a story of going out with her significant other and another couple, and the man in the relationship wanted the waiter to refer to them as sir.
All right.
No.
All right.
No. I will not call you anything. I would say, excuse me, but here's the menu. Excuse me, would you like more water? I will call it, excuse me. That'll be your name for the night. Excuse me. Sir, nah. Your pronoun will be I'm calling you excuse me.
Well, all right, folks. Let's press on. I think we could be soon at the end. We got 1 or 2 more here that we could get through. 49 is a long one. Let's do that. We'll do 49 and 50, right? But brace yourself. 49 is a bit of a trigger, all right?
Is he money glasses?
Yes,
Glasses.
money glasses.
All right.
The guy in the glasses. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. All right. What you won't do.
Let me do a bit of a station identification here. It's 10:45 in Barbados and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Folks who are indeed watching the Senate podcast. This is episode 200, the fan submission night. Yes, we raising the bar for 200. Hit the like button for us. We got Dr. Kerry in the house. We got Marc in the house. Rianne in the house. Mikey was with us earlier. He's gone on to do his thing, but we are still here. We got 2 more videos to get through, so hang in with us. Let me keep rocking. And one more time, thank you so much for being here. We got 26 people in the house still tuned in. Thank you so much again. Feel free, if you haven't yet, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the notification bell, hit it now. And if you aren't subscribed, please do that for us. We greatly appreciate it. So let's get to video article number 49, folks.
I was just saying it'd be sweet if we could get the 500 on
the
200th episode. That'd be lovely. Anyhow, let me get it. All right, so every man got the homework queue up. Let me get it in 3, 2, 1.
But I may never get a chance to divorce her. Before you jump down my throat, let me give some backstory to this situation. I, 28 male, have my wife, Amber, 28 female, and we've been married for the last 10 years. Today, I woke up in the morning, grabbed her out of bed, showered her, wiped her ass, fed her, and then sat her inside of her favorite chair with her favorite show playing. My wife, for all intents and purposes, is a shell, a body of the person that she used to be. A year and a half ago, my wife got into a tragic car accident. She got hit in a T-bone collision going 75 while running a red light. I stopped loving my wife 2 months ago. And I know you might be thinking it was because she was in a vegetable state. No, that was not it. I showered.
Sorry, I clicked something that I shouldn't have.
Running a red light. Right. I stopped loving my wife 2 months ago. And I know you might be thinking it was because she was in a vegetable state. No, that was not it. I still loved my wife inside of that state and took care of her every single day. I still take care of her every single day. The reason I hate my wife was because of what I found in her phone. I was going to do a collage of our relationship and put it inside of our room to show how commemorative we are together. All the trips we took together, all the places we have been, everything we have visited on my dime because I loved her and I cared for her and I wanted her to have the best things in the world. Well, when I went into her phone, I kind of saw some messages from the exact day of the accident. It pretty much was, hurry up. Where are you? I need you right now. I'm on the way. I love you. I had trouble getting away from him. Who's him? I'm him. I looked at the phone and I was shocked. I've never seen this name before, but after scrolling through the messages, I saw pictures, I saw videos, I saw things that I couldn't even get her to do with me. In Barbados, I couldn't even get her to do with me. In Japan, I'm sitting there like, wait, we went all over the world, and you did this next door. You did this down the street. You did this a block away. Okay, this is ridiculous. So I had to see who the man was. I had to find him. I had to know who was this great man. And I went to his page, and I saw he was inside of a relationship. He got into a relationship 2 days after my wife's accident, after the lady that he was smashing on got put into a military situation, got vegetabilized. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Somebody that loved you with all of their heart, that would take care of you every single day while you were sick, you don't love, you're not there for, you won't do these things for, but somebody that will leave you 2 days after your accident, somebody that won't give a second fuck if you're okay after your accident, that's the person you love? So you know what her favorite...
Okay.
God damn.
All right.
Now let me say here, folks, that is a dramatization. He was reading a Reddit post and he kind of just acted it out, and it's very well acted if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
It's well acted.
Yeah. Stuff. But yeah, your thoughts, guys.
That was
and a hush comes over the crowd.
I can say therapy.
All right, let me. That's such a that's such a hard thing, because when you marry someone, and this is how I say it, never been married, right? But how I see marriage is through sickness and the health, better or worse, till death do us part. And this seems to be like the worst of the worst. And it kind of sucks because she is in a vegetative state. Yeah, I gotta go with Marc here and say therapy. The only thing you can do is seek therapy and guidance. Pray on it. I don't know what's her situation. I don't know if she have other people that could take care of her. I don't know, but it cannot be easy caring for someone. I don't know if you all have ever done it, but I have cared. I know, Dr. Kerry, you have your situation. Caring for someone that is bedridden and cannot do for themselves things like bathing them, taking care of them, changing them, etc. Doing that is a labor of love, is a labor of commitment, is a labor of dedication and commitment, loyalty, all of the words and all of the adjectives, or any word that can describe love and go together with love and synonymous with love goes into that. Taking care of somebody that can't do for themselves is a labor of love. That's why when you got children and you taking care of a child, you love that child unconditionally, because you literally taking care of that child. You wiping that child ass, you bathing the child, child sick, you making sure that they're well, you taking care of that person. And to do that, finding out that the person not only cheated on you, but carried on an affair and saying things like, I love you, and pretty much was done with you.
She ended up in that state on the way to have an extramarital tryst, right? And to your point, Neil, it is a labor of love to go care for somebody like that. I've been through it myself, so I could tell you, right? And that stuff weighs on you. And I don't know, big answer to this one, because there's a longer part of the clip where he say he essentially puts her in front of the TV to watch her favorite show every day, and I don't think he got to finish what the show was. Although I suspect he should name the show Cheaters. I suspect that's the name of the show. And he puts her in front of the TV every single day to watch that, right? And it's sad, it's unfortunate, because he is the person who signed up for that. He signed up for that contract. He got to deal with that till she get along. As you say, he taking the Vogue seriously, for better, for worse, richer, for poorer. He got to deal with that. That is his lot in life now. I know to find out that, how she ended up in that state.
Yeah.
I know it's his responsibility.
It's his, he picking it up. Is
right?
he dealing with
Much
it?
like our girl who she had a couple months to live, but she wanted her husband to take her back to the man that she felt was her most sexually compatible partner.
Wanted one more night.
And this is the man that day, as you said, wiping she tail when day come, caring for her, lifting she boat, pushing she boat in a wheelchair and all kind of thing. But she is studying that. She won't have sex with another man. You know what I mean? So, labor of love, that's definitely what it was. And he got patience like Job, because as we had an old folk song here, Barbados, Pat, she back to she, man, but I do that. For your mother. Straight. Go ahead, Rianne. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think I've never been married, but I think is a good reminder of, when we, things that we go through in relationships can be very small, but at the end of the day, all of us are going to get old at some point. All of us are going to, we pray we get old, and we're all going to go through some type of illness, and we are going to be hoping that one person that we committed to is going to be there for us. Mm-hmm. Right? And that person, I've seen it in family members who have sat down and cared for their loved one unconditionally, like, feed, bathe, everything. And there could be a real point where each of us sitting down here has to do it with someone or that loved one, right? And that's when the true love comes out.
You know,
Dr.
one
Kerriann
thing that
Peart.
comes to mind too, my godmother had mentioned to me, I think a year ago or so, she had checked in with me and she had asked me about the dating situation at the time, and I told her what was going on. And her comment, among other things that she said, one of the comments that she said was, at the end of the day, you'll also find out that someone is more committed than the other in the relationship. That there's never an equal measure of commitment. There's never an equal measure of love throughout your relationship. There's always someone that is more committed and more in love than the other partner. And I thought to myself, well, goddamn, I think that's maybe a little unfair. You know, it's like shit. And I don't know, it struck a chord with me because of the video, and it clearly he's representing the person that was truly more committed in the relationship.
Because if he was in her state,
right.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be there.
Yeah. So it's scary to think that there's always someone that is more willing to stick things out, more willing to communicate, more willing to trust, more willing to do certain things than the other, even though you both say you love each other.
What I would say, and I'm gonna kind of throw it to Marc here. Marc, I want you to speak a bit about kind of the commitment that people should have in relationships. I know it's easy to say, or to have a wandering eye, or to cheat, or to say that you're not getting something, or just to, see someone else and want to be involved with someone else. But I want you to speak about someone having your back and to the commitment of, if life goes to shit, or as Rianne says, you get old, there is somebody there that will take care of you. You know what I mean? That is there, that will show up. Because this woman, she had a man, a husband, and the outside man, I doubt he turned up. I doubt he ever come around the place. I doubt he even wipe a ass or
Did you say that he was in another relationship with me?
That's what I mean. So
chances are that was going on while he was dealing with this woman.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I mean, that's my take on it. What I would say is, there is something to be said to honor, duty, love, respect. If you're in a marriage, just remember that life could turn left real quick and go downhill, or old age just gets catch up with you. And it's all fine and good to say that, you want to horn, you want to have a roster, you want to do all sorts of things, but also consider that when the vows, sickness and in health, till death do us part, richer or poorer, sickness and in health. See them there? It's all right to go outside man or woman or a roster, but who's showing up when you sick to what you ask?
Yeah, well, really to kind of, I guess, piggyback off of what Dr. Kerry said. Personally, I'm of the opinion that in a relationship, nobody loves the other person 100% of the time. And that doesn't boil down to looking outside or whatever. There are always external factors that affect your mood or affect how you are. And whether it's good, right, or wrong, it does affect your relationship. A hard day at work, something didn't go your way, you may have just had a difficult day dealing with the children, or both sides, father and mother, and that may affect. Or it may just be you and that person just aren't vibing at that point in time. It happens, especially when you live with the person. It's fine, come see me, or come live with me. It's two different things.
Yeah.
And it's real good to say when the company weekend and the company sexy lingerie and the little stuff and that good. You don't address your issues then because you're trying to make the most of the time. But when you gain up Monday and the woman's still there from Tuesday last week, and them sort and issues getting it, that's when you really see who is willing to be there. Because, and I know Derek, and we like to say this all the time, a relationship shouldn't be hard work, but a relationship is work. Because every day you get up, you make a mental commitment to pursue this, to make it work. You get up and you say, all right, yeah, yesterday wasn't the best. We had a little disagreement. All right, let me not try to go down this road. You try to do things better. And once you can see that that person is willing to work as well, I believe that there you can live with those days that everything isn't always 100%. And again, this goes back to stuff that we've talked about in the chat, and I'm pretty sure you guys have said this before. It comes down to the vetting process. Who you give your energy to, who you give your time to, even the people you surround yourself with determines a lot of how your life goes. So when it comes to the person that you're going to walk down that aisle with and say, well, I hit you my wagon here, that is something that you should vet that of the highest order. Like that should be like nuclear codes level of clearance that you need to check, because this man, well, not necessarily this man that was reading it, but what he was reading came from a real place. And that man, like, nobody would have faulted that man for saying, oh, this whole you was on this road where you get this accident, I gone. Nobody will fault him. Like, nobody would. But my man said, I am going to stay here. I have signed on the dotted line, and I'm gonna go down this road. We will all love somebody like that.
Yeah.
We will all love somebody like that. But let's be honest, it doesn't always work out like that. So this, when it comes to like your personal space, vet that person to the highest order, because as Derek like to say, a good woman is an investment, a bad woman is a bill. And women can apply. Women
that sounds like Derek.
And I don't want to come off as I just talking. I'm obviously speaking from a male perspective, but women, like, some of these videos that I see was just like I kick some, but is there no hope for the generation below? Like, is it lost?
Brother man, listen, you got the generation out there. You got the generation below we. You going far, boss.
But,
brother man, some of the issues that we are seeing out there are perpetuated by women in our generation or even older.
I get it. No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, all right, my generation are older. This might sound harsh, but we done. Not in a bad way. But I mean,
you ain't got to quantify it. You ain't got to quantify it and nice it up. That's fine.
When it comes, this is both men and women. We are at a point where we are not the demographic that is catered to. We are at that point where we now have to look to instill and bring forth children to carry on the earth and all of that. So we kind of over the hill, we out to pasture. Whoever they get from we is good. But the younger generation is like, you just try to guide, you try to help them. But what are they going into after we've spoken to them?
Yeah.
How things need to change. Like, we can just leave this generation and call it a lost cause and hope for the generation after. But this generation, the generation we're trying to save is who bring the generation after.
But that's the thing. What I would say to that is, you don't have to nice it up. We done. Our generation is done. We either stuck in our ways. We either too old, or we don't want change. A very select few of us actually understand that we gotta continue changing. That's why we got spaces like this, because we hoping to affect change in the younger generation. Because it is up to us to inform the younger generation of what's really going on, right? Like, for example, I got Reese, and with Reese, I try to impart on him things that I know that a man should do and things that I know a man shouldn't do. Shoot, not even a man or a woman or whatever, just as a person, as a human being, just things that you should and should not do. I know all of us interact with children on some form or fashion, and I know we all to some degree play a part in these children's lives, right? So I wouldn't necessarily say the children below us are doomed, sorry, not doomed, not that they're done or was the hope. I just think that we got to continue to have spaces like this. We got to continue to keep talking. We got to continue to being in a space where we could talk about the man-woman thing, being an adult, the life don't care about you, society don't care about you. You got to get it how you could get it so that you could sleep well at night and feel good about yourself and to take care of your mentals and to take care of your health and your well-being. Because there are some people that done. We've seen a plethora of examples tonight of people that just done in all generations. But we still got to continue trying because, as you say, Marc, them got to carry on with legacy. That is the whole purpose of being a parent. That is, to me, the purpose of a society is to, and of life, of human beings, is to perpetuate legacy, to continue to learn and to grow as a species and to keep populating and to keep growing and to keep evolving. But the problem is that a lot of concepts come up in the last 100 years, last 50 years, that we kind of taking with it and running and not really thinking. And we just kind of moving with it and we freeing up. And, one woman said that she got pussy on top for anybody, and people sleeping with dogs and all sorts of wild-ish. And that's the extreme side of it. But still there's the side of women using men for money and men using women for sex, right? And the depravity that comes within that dynamic and that dichotomy. So we can just keep going. We just got to keep going. All of us are around young people. I have my son. Derek has his daughter. I know Rianne. Your niece and nephew. Marc, you handle little children. I know Kerriann and your work, what you do, right? So it's like we just got to keep pushing, right? We just got to keep talking and having the conversations like early on. And I guess this is a secular thing. It's not secular. This is coming full circle now to the podcast that we do. The hard times, I remember we wasn't even in podcast a week good yet, and I didn't know if I could do it. You know what I mean? I didn't know if I could put myself out there. And then we had the issues of people saying all sorts of madness about we, and people saying all these negative things about us and saying the worst. And it was times where you're saying, I don't know if I could continue this, but and even people that know you well thinking that we just doing this so we could get a laugh or a raise, or we just saying polarizing things to get clicks and views. But in the end, we doing this because there is say at the end of every podcast, we not teach you the game. We not educating. We just showing you what the game is. We just showing you how school keeping. You understand what I mean? What you do with that information is up to you. The unfortunate thing is this is what society is and this is what reality is. All we doing is showing you that you just be careful out there. Watch the pitfalls as a man and a woman and just see what's going on out there. That's all we could do. And we here 2 years later with 200 episodes under our belt. And we can keep going because even though people may say what they want to say about us or whatever, we have to encourage people from whatever standpoint you believe in, whatever you're thinking about, whether you believe in what we talking about, if you believe in something else we talking about, if you don't agree with what we talking about, whatever, still be willing to have the conversation. Not shout at one another, not argue, have the conversation. Because when the young people come and they're taking up whatever we doing now, and what we showing in society, Derek show me already what the street look like. Want to see in glimpses of what the street look like. When the children come out and take the position in the street, where society can be. So that's not to get too heavy on the thing.
I'll say here is that because you mentioned some of the things that have come up, and I think that as the biggest challenge that we are encountering is the double talk and the double standards and that's the biggest challenge. And that is going to be encapsulated here in the video number 50 that we're going to use to close.
That's a brilliant segue. That's cheese already. This is a brilliant segue.
And so let's get to that, folks. This is episode 200 for our submission night. We are raising the bar for 200 tonight. And you see my man Jimmy saying, yeah, you enjoyed, and look at you now. Your growth has been phenomenal. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Folks, again, hit the like button. That has been the cost of our mission tonight. We gave you a lot tonight. This is a marathon stream for us.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done one this long.
And we have endured
recent memory.
Not to cross you, Derek, but the reason why we have endured is because of the support we have from the people on this panel, from the people in the chat, from all of you that have been watching everything like that. The growth only comes. Derek, one thing I would say about Derek, and I told this to Derek earlier this year in private, right? The consistency that Derek has instilled in me in that Derek, I know there is a man that he can be here. There is before his purpose. Derek got his time set out and everything like that. If it wasn't for Derek being consistent, I wouldn't be here either. So, Derek, I thank you, Dr. Kerry, Rianne, Marc, of course. You know, Mikey. Shoot, Mikey, we was on a cruise, and Mikey hold me in a conversation talk about how important this space is and things like that. There, we got people in the chat. So I want to thank every one of you, not only for seeing us at 200 and keeping us and encouraging us, but also for me personally, and just saying, like, just even if you stop me on the street, if you send me a message or whatever, you send me content, you like, you share, it gives us an understanding that what we are doing, it has a purpose. And it's not, we don't see no money from this. If we don't see money from this, believe me, I would be putting a yacht in Dubai. But, you know, we still
500K.
But no, hey man. I might be doing the shitting. Anyhow, let me get serious. Anyway, I just want to say that point.
Yeah, man. So yeah, folks. You get this man, he calls it the Kendra G.
Jesus Christ. We done with the Kendra G.
This one ain't bad.
And yeah, Marc in the street, so Marc know this one.
Streets, boy. The streets.
Nah.
We finish with the Kendra G. So this guy calls it the Kendra G. And you can see for the caption there is a man looking for a sugar mama or care. And this interaction is going to encapsulate everything. This guy is going to bring it home. So let's have a listen.
Yeah, this was a good one. All right, let me go. 3, 2, 1.
Security guard, 25-year-old son. What kind of woman you looking for, boo?
Sugar mama. I don't care how old she is.
And she got to pay for you.
Obviously.
When you're going out, who's paying for the dinner?
She is.
She is?
Yeah.
When you go out on the trips, she's paying for you and her?
Yeah. I done did all that. It's time to flip it.
They're giving me the red flags for you in the comment section, and then they're calling you a clown. Do you want to respond?
What happened to equal rights? I thought men and women were equal. What happened to that? That don't exist? That's a fantasy? Or it's only convenient for you at the time it's convenient? Miss OnlyFans, Instagram pages, Miss get a buck for 5 seconds for doing nothing. I'm a man. I always have to provide. So even though I might be getting service or whatever, what you require from a man is basically his complete attention and damn near servitude. And you want that just for showing the fuck up. That ain't good enough. Do something. Earn my respect. I'm a prize too. You not the only prize.
Yo, that man, he needed the church organ behind you. He didn't need it.
The man set it up.
Right. And that was brilliant. Ladies know. Do you have? Is there a problem with what he just said or what he did? You might say he want a sugar mama.
Hell, listen, if I could afford more things, absolutely I would serve my man. I mean, I do it now with the little money that I do have.
Wieso.
But I would certainly want to do more. I don't see, and this is exactly what I was saying earlier, right? This equality thing is only when it's convenient.
Amen.
Only when it's in favor of one gender, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Rianne? Come on now.
100% I agree with Kerry, because I mean, in my relationship, I think we both give a lot. I give, he gives, we share. That's how we live. But speaking to what he's saying, I agree with him 100%. He's entitled to his sugar mama. I don't know why they but they're not the red flags, because he's real about what he was saying about a lot of the other women. They're using men. They're making money off OnlyFans. You know, they're selling farts in the jar. So why not?
Hey,
man.
He obviously went through something that he called in that day. Though.
Yeah, something was heavy, but he hard, boy.
I don't think he was trolling. I think he was trolling.
No, Marc, something heavy, but he hard. Even though he was trolling, he had something to say. He had something to say.
He felt it, but he
Oh God.
No, Marc, don't hold him out. Don't hold him out.
like I've said this. I have said, y'all, I'm sure you have heard me say this. I would be a stay-at-home dad if a
Press,
woman
cut, clean, ready, apron, the whole nine.
You would, there's a meme with Mr. Clean, Muffin are walking up.
Yeah.
Dog, you and work, I bring home $100K a month, and I ain't gonna get no boy shit on me. The house will be clean. Children homework will be done.
As my man Kobe say, easy money.
Easy money, dog.
Easy money.
The house will be clean, clothes pressed, shoes at the door, the slippers at the door, a glass of wine.
Dicky on top. Whatever you want, sweet girl. Whatever you want, girl. Whatever you want.
Even if I go for pharmaceuticals, Dicky on top.
True. I will listen.
Until it comes dust. I done.
Listen, I will even push the car. I will even walk behind you and push the car. I will even walk behind you and push the car in the supermarket. I do it all.
I mowing the lawn. I'm making sure your car service. Always going gas. Oh no, darling. You bring home $100K a month and $10K a month is my Christ. Christ.
I just find it fascinating, right? Because and the thing is, in all seriousness, we acknowledge that there are double standards for men and women. Men and women are not the same. The rules are not the same for men and women in this society, right? Men must provide. Men must get up and show and prove. Men must always do. We can't sit back and wait. A man is constructed to go out there and provide for himself and for the people that he considers under his protection, right? But having said that, I find it interesting that a lot of people would start to attack this man and say, oh, he's a, whatever. But if it is good enough for a woman to come out and say, shoot, I am the prize. As I told you all, that whole what you bring to the table, I done using that expression. I can really bring it down to the nitty gritty. What do I bring to a relationship? So if what you bring to the relationship, women, is that you just turn up and what's by magic, like happen, then shoot. Why you can't just what's by, but is the price too? Don't think I don't look good. You don't think I got something to offer? Shit. I just saying, we gotta get over the entitlement, because how that man sounds to y'all is how y'all women sound to us when y'all talk about. That's how y'all sound. I want man to fly me out. I want man to pay for this. I want man to pay for that. I am the prize. I am the table. That's how you sound to us. You sound silly, right? And it's not because we broke. It's not that we don't have. It's not that we struggling or whatever. I could be a billionaire. You look goofy to us when you come with that attitude of, I turning up, I look good, give it to me. You ain't even saying, I bring in the good, the GOOD, shout out the minister, Marian Hall, right? Dr. Gary's countrywoman. You come in with these things, right? And you want to say that you have all of these attributes. You even bring in sex to the equation to say, well, I can give you the good, I can give you sloppy toppy. No, you're just turning up. You just look good. And even that is subjective, because if you bear my big head children, or you decide that you don't want to have sex no more, or you decide that, shoot, I just want to let myself go, I got stress, I got emotional damage, whatever, I can't do anything about it, right? But I can guarantee you that if a man was supposed to be a trophy husband, you gotta look good, gotta be always on point, you got to be able to do not whatever she wants, but you still have to facilitate the things in a house and a home that she can't do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all sound stupid to us when you all come with, yeah, I am the prize. A man should flew me out. I look good. I got all these people on the gram. I got this reconditioned boxy, so I deserve. I am entitled. You sound stupid. And you sound stupid not only to us men, but to men of higher status and value in terms of finances. Shoot, I dare posit that to the men that got the money, them seeing you as an object, not a person. So when you just look good and you boxy and tight and right and thing and you whatever, if a man treats you like that, the man is, you think a man, right? Very rarely a man is going to be a simp. Sorry to use the terminology, but a simp for a woman just because she look good. Oh, baby, I would pay for this. I would pay for that. Here's for trips to go to Ibiza. Here's for that. Here's for this. No, the man gonna come home and say, cheese on bread. I know how to hard acquisition of a company. I know spend the last 2 weeks on 2 days sleep trying to make these millions of dollars. I come here for some head. I come here to get my rocks off. You thought about, nah, who you think I is? You think it's you little slut?
Yes.
Well, pick up your things and left.
Yes.
Right? And I know a lot of people can say, oh, so you can objectify a woman or sexify the woman or whatever, but
that's the position you put yourself in.
How you get there? You get there?
You got with the man with the money because you wanted to live a certain lifestyle. With that lifestyle comes certain consequences. One, the man is not going to, any man that is a high earner is not going to be around, so you're gonna be in the house by yourself.
When the man turn up, the man ain't gonna want to turn up for conversation.
The man is turning up for a couple things: food, loving, or sleep. And if you fucking with all three of them, you're gonna go. It's just that simple. And quite frankly, they have more options than the average man.
Yeah.
So you got to be doing things to keep
the
man attention.
Yep.
So if she put herself in a position to be objectified because she would rather live a high-end life. I mean, she don't want to pay the bill, she don't want to work, that's fine. But there are consequences that come with it. Mm-hmm. There are things that you have to, there are certain obligations that you have to live up to.
Yeah.
It's just the fact.
Because watch, right? I pause it to the people in the chat. I pause it to the panel. Let me flip roles. Man is a trophy husband. The woman come home. She's a boss babe. She out there making the money. She coming home with 100 grand as Marc 70 month come. She come home and say, yeah, I've been gone for the last 3 weeks. I have slept a total of two days. I come here for some dick. I want some sex. Go and brush, bathe yourself and come and bring it here. So you talk about, nah, I ain't feeling it. How what your reaction gonna be?
Get Caswell here, so.
Exactly that, Caswell. It will not work with them. So
women don't like to be rejected in sex period already.
Already.
Laura, don't let me go down that road. My God.
So I just saying, to the women out there that feel that you have a high value and all you gotta do is turn up or you look good, they got this. I don't know if some of y'all would have seen it. Dr. Kerry, don't think you would have seen it, but they got these pictures circulating from a fete that was over the weekend and some very attractive women circulating around the local interwebs, right? And social media. And there are women that look like that come with the attitude that all they gotta do is turn up. They just gotta look good. If you feel that's all you gotta do, so be it. But just know that when a man put you in a house, give you a car, give you the finer things in life and fluing you out, and you, because it's your body, your choice. Just understand.
His money, his choice.
I was just about to say, it's my wallet, my choice. So,
yep.
You want to live behind me? Yeah, just saying.
To my guy's point, shoot, if it's an equality thing, let it be an equality thing all wrong. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
If it's can't be good for the goose or not for the gander. Folks, it is 22 minutes past the hour of 11 in Barbados and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. We thank you so much for rocking with us for all this time. We had an extra long one, but this is a special occasion. And thank you so much to our guests tonight. We had Dr. Kerry, we had our guy Marc in the host, Rianne in the host as well. Like he was on earlier, he had to roll. Thank you so much to all of you for coming through. We did not cover all of the content that I wanted to do, believe it or not.
Content never done, boy.
I'm saying we gotta do part 2 for 201.
Should we can't break the 500 mark here tonight?
I see my man Corey Greaves in the house, boy. She's all right.
Yeah, Corey Greaves, what's going on?
Salute, Greaves. Corey. Good to see you, Greaves, for real.
Yeah, give it out 500.
Yeah, can give you. You're late, man, but you can give him a subscription. We won't mind heal, brother. We won't mind at all. You can hit the notification bell as well, because we here wrapping up this episode, but you can come back Thursday for part 2. We can gotta do part 2 because we got more. You know, your clip never empty.
Never empty. Empty. Derek never empty. Marshall, that's what you call it. Never empty.
Oh my
God. Come through again on Thursday. We can do this again Thursday, and we can go through some more. I gotta clear up my phone. You know, I can't go everything just talk out there. So, folks, shoot, Neil, Dr. Kerry, Marc, Rianne, Mikey, and we don't make up the rules. We just make sure you know who they are. You know, you can ignore reality all you want, right? They've given you a lot of reality tonight. You can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Be the best version of you for you. And we are going to see you guys again very, very soon. And always remember, folks, so here in these streets, we're going to see y'all on Thursday. Be good, be safe.
Peace and love.